Good evening. Here we are in the Imperium on the planet, well, eventually on the planet Arrakis, as our House Atreides members are going to start with their survey of the planet Arrakis as House Atreides begins to take over from House Harkonnen. I'm going to stop here and have the players introduce themselves and their character, if that's okay. And we'll start with Ron, since you came on mic first.
I am Corbin Bralick, a reformed spice smuggler. Um, and I was really brought up on Arrakis as part of a spice smuggling family. It was a good life until the Harkonnens tracked me down, and
Mm.
everything got bad very fast. Used up some favors to get off the planet and find sanctuary with Atreides. But unfortunately, it looks like now I'm going home again. And I hope that none of the Harkonnens got a good look at me before I took off.
So are you Fremen or not? You don't have to reveal that if
I
you
am not Fremen.
got it. Okay.
Does
And
it tell us that somewhere where we at, what we are?
it does.
Because I didn't see it.
And how about you, Talia Carell?
So I was living on the streets, raised as, like a street urchin, taught to like pickpocket and do some other small crimes, and then got into like some bigger gangs and groups and made some connections, and then uh got caught by the Atreides house people, and they decided to give me a chance and bring me into their household. And um, so my tendency is to still fall back to my criminal skills and ways because that's what I know. Although I've adjusted some to life in a fancy household. But um, let's see, as a player, I've never played Dune, and I go by Red. And I watched some of the Dune videos on a group that was playing, so I got a little idea about some of it. But of course, I've forgotten half of that now because I did that like a month ago. Um, and we usually have played D&D. We've played a couple other things, mostly with Sam, all with Sam pretty much. And been playing that for about 5 years now, I think. So thought I'd try something different.
Okay. So, and now Harpex.
I'm playing as a Bene Gesserit novice named Anna Margrave, and she's currently working as the handmaid of Lady Jessica, but her ultimate goal is to eventually become a Reverend Mother.
Nice. Cool. And Hassan, are you back?
I I am.
Okay.
Um, my name is Sonia. My character is Hassan Diago, I think, is how you pronounce his name. He, the sheet that I printed out is really, really faint, and I'm having a hard time seeing it. So I'm gonna go back to my little page that you have posted. So he's a servant working for the house, and he kind of gets overlooked on in what he does. I think he's going to come in useful in eavesdropping on conversation and trying to get information from wherever he can. Um, as far as me as a player, I've only played this once, and it was at Origins, and I understand a little bit of it, and then again, I watched the video too. But I'm still definitely learning.
Okay. So Shara, unfortunately, has a friend that came in town, so he's going to be out. So I'll be running Shara Fell, the Mentat. She's going to be, I believe, who is our leader for this game? It's Sharfell. Hmm.
Yeah, it's too bad because I was thinking of taking the Mentat,
You're more than welcome to switch out. That's up to you.
but he had already called it first, so
Oh, okay. Um, you know what? Anna Margrave, as the handmaiden of Lady Jessica, can I make you the leader of this group as someone who's directed by Lady Jessica to take care of some things?
Um, I'm a bit anxious to take on that responsibility. Is that okay?
I mean, it's a choice, right? Let's see. You know what? We'll make it work. Okay. So, and then Marcus Sin is also out. I don't know what's up with him. He didn't answer. So that said, um, moving on.
that's the other one I considered.
Yeah, I don't know all these guys that just not showing up.
Well, he had a army friend come in and
Yeah.
there's stuff going on, so he just informed me.
Um,
Yeah, it's personal and private, so I'll just leave it at that. Um, what was I going to say? But the other player, I don't know what's up with that. I mean, I guess I would have been nice to know earlier, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that I can say. So with that said, let me.
yeah, because like I say, I would have picked a different character, and
I mean, like I said, you still can, but you know,
well, I don't understand Mentats well, and I would have studied it,
right?
to kind of know what I was supposed to be doing.
But I'll make it work. I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, I know
I
you'll
gotta,
make it work.
I gotta,
You
I gotta
usually
look,
do.
I gotta look, I gotta look something up really quick. Um, this and this, so that. Okay, she's that. She's that. Okay, so let's go here. Then I just gotta finish looking at this because some things have changed, obviously. There it is. Okay. All right. So, homeworld of the House Atreides, Caladan. The household is in a form of organized chaos. The news is broken to the staff, soldiers, and retainers that House Atreides is to take over spice mining operations from their old enemies, House Harkonnen. The excitement is high. People are running around attempting to manage this change, and rumors and different concerns arise throughout the house. There's much to be done to move the entire household to another planet. With only a few weeks to prepare, the contents of every room in the castle must be itemized, recorded, and packed. Let me bring this up so you guys can see the beauty that is House Atreides' main castle. Um, Being a water world, life, the planet teems with life. Unlike, the sands of Arrakis, that's always hot. House Atreides' homeworld of Caladan is temperate, and sometimes there's snow. Um, the Dukes, yeah, every member of the Atreides staff has been drafted in to help. It's so busy that um, at one point you guys received a summons, a missive from one of the staff, that being um, Hassan. Hassan, you're called in and said, please go find Miss Margrave and bring her to me. The House Mentat says.
I will do that.
Okay. So what would Miss Margrave, what would you be doing at this moment with all the hustle and bustle?
I'm assuming that I would be near Lady Jessica, either taking instructions or carrying out an order she's given me. Um, as a handmaid, I don't know if maybe I'm in charge of other people. Um, yeah, I just figure I'd probably be with Lady Jessica or carrying out an order that she's.
So, um, Hassan, the missive
Hmm.
states specifically that Anna, with her burgeoning and emerging talents, is being asked to go so that she can help support the effort on on the planet to pave the way for House to go. As far as Talia Carell and Corbin, their talents are needed to root out certain elements
Hmm.
on the planet. And with their skills, they can actually maybe they can see if House Harkonnen may have left some surprises for their arrival.
And who is this person that's talking to me? What is their
This
name again?
this is Thurfir Hawat. He is the House
The
Mentat.
fear.
Yes, Thufir Hawat.
Okay. So he wants me to gather everyone up so that we will be able to prepare and organize to get ready to go.
Yeah, and his eyes blink rapidly as he says, "Yes, post haste, have them meet me here. I would speak with them.
We'll do.
Thank you." And Talia, what would you be doing at this moment in the house?
Um, well, I think that, whoever is organizing like the packing things up and, I would just be helping with that kind of stuff,
Good.
like going from room to room, helping them pack up each room.
And what about you, Corbin?
Uh, you know, I'm not really sure because I'm a reformed smuggler, but it doesn't really say what my new profession is. So maybe I would just be brushing up on any of the local, not local, but Arrakis's organizations that might be there. So I would familiarize myself with who I might need to contact while I'm there for certain things, that kind of stuff.
I mean, you've been used in the past on other smaller planets to um, create contacts and connections,
Hmm.
things that normally you can't get, but that Duke Leto, being who he is, can turn into a positive trade source as opposed to the black market. It doesn't mean that you can't, you know, find some benefit to uh, your path in life and
Right.
your pocketbook specifically. So, Hassan, you find Miss Margrave over there helping Miss Jessica, lady of the house,
Mhm.
getting things together.
Hello, Miss Anna.
Hello.
I was told to come and get you for to help organize and prepare for um, the what are we doing? Leaving the planet, Sam?
Yeah, you guys are gonna go on an advanced mission.
Okay, we're going on a mission,
Absolutely, lead the way.
and so we'll walk back.
So you walk back, and on the way, you find Talia in an
My-
adjacent room, helping the other servants pack there.
Miss Talia.
Oh, yes, that's fine.
We are gathering together and getting ready to leave the planet, and we need your assistance.
Oh, an advanced mission, perhaps?
That's what it,
I look quite relieved and willing.
yes, more action. So shortly meet up with Ripper Fear. Then I'll go over to Corbin
Corbin,
and do
who's
the
over
same
looking
thing.
at maps and notes over on a table or a desk, wherever he would be set up, looking at different information about the planet and its factions.
Corbin,
Yes, yes,
studying hard.
Hassan. Yes, Hassan. What can I do for you?
Are you studying hard?
Yes, just going over the maps
We're gonna
of
need your help. Do you
okay.
have a little bit? All four of us are needed up front. and we're going to have a big job to do.
And of course, I look to Anna, and I do a little bit of bow, Miss Margrave. Have I
Uh,
met Talia before?
You have, yes.
And I just do a cursory nod to Talia.
Say, maybe we'll have some more fun than this, Corbin.
Well, I'm reluctant to go back to Arrakis, or to go to Arrakis, known for, the Harkonnens' previous homestead. As you well know, Harkonnens and I don't see eye to eye on a lot of things.
Sorry.
Yes.
But if Jessica wills it, then of course I will gladly go.
Yeah. Talia is like almost like rubbing her hands, like in anticipation of getting out and doing something more fun than packing.
And so with that, we will head on back to Mr. Hawa.
Yes. And when you get back to him, he is already standing with Shara and Marcus. And Shara has her head down as Mr. Hawat is standing there and giving her instructions. And hearing you come, he turns his head and then looks back at her, and knowingly she steps back and then just puts her head down and welcomes all of you in and says, please, please, come. Um, Duke Leto's especially busy. Normally he would relay these instructions himself. However, Duke Leto asks me to ask of you to go as an advance team to Arrakis to pave the way for his arrival, to make sure that everything is set. Specifically, and he looks at each of you in turn, well, you will find out soon enough on planet. Someone will meet you there. That said, meet the locals, get to know them, find out any important players that we should how shall we say ally with, because who knows what the Harkonnens may leave for us. Any questions?
Um, is there anybody specific that we should be looking for
A
that you're
Mara,
aware of?
a Mara will meet you there.
Amara.
Yes.
Do I know of Amara?
You've heard of her.
Okay. How will I recognize Amara?
Why don't we do our first test here?
Ooh.
A second. You can pull your character up.
Yep. Hmm.
Written. Yes. So you have understand and communicate. I would think it would be your skill would be understand.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then truth, possibly correct.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but my focus probably definitely does not apply to my skill because this is not really a smuggling thing.
Do you think it would be communicate then?
Well, no, I think I understand, but no focus.
Right. You know what? Gossip, because you're asking who Mara is.
Oh,
So there
yeah,
has to be,
let's go communicate. Yeah,
so then that would be a focus. So there
yep.
would be 7 and then 7 for 14 or lower.
So
So
14. Okay.
what we've done is we've identified what skill that we would use for this particular role that we're going to be doing. And we decided that it's going to be communicate because there's gossip and we're trying to figure out who the person is. So
And anything under a 7 will be a crit,
correct. And for
correct?
each crit, you earn a point of momentum. And with momentum, you can add additional dice to your pool, create assets and other things that we'll figure out as we play. Currently, the group has 6 momentum in their pool, so they have
Ooh.
1 for each player. I'm
Wow.
carrying 12 threat because it's
Oh,
2 per.
you already have 12?
Yes, because it's
Oh,
2 per
geez.
player. Yes, it's
Oh,
2 per
geez.
player, and I can use threat to create complications for you or make things more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
As far as this particular test is, this is going to be at a difficulty 0, which means you've automatically succeeded. However, if you roll successes, which is every point under 14, and then crits, which will automatically add successes. We'll
Hmm.
put more momentum, and I think you can carry. Is that right? I think you can carry up to 6 per thing. But I'm gonna add them anyway because why not? We're playing a one shot.
Okay.
So what would you like to do? Would you like to add
So in which
momentum?
case, yeah, in which case I'm going to use a momentum
Okay.
and get an extra dice.
Okay. So that'll give you 3 dice. So you don't
Two
have,
two
you already
dice.
succeeded 2 dice. Oh no, that's right. It's 0. So yes, you're
Yep.
right. So 2 dice, and you're trying to roll a 14 or lower on
Yep.
each dice.
Yep.
And if you get a 7 or lower, it's a crit.
It's double. Yeah. So I'm trying to build up my momentum, our momentum.
Correct.
Okay. So 2 dice. Here we go. First roll is a 6. So that's
Okay.
a crit
That's a
success.
crit. So
And a
plus
12.
and a 12. So that's 2 successes, correct?
So 3 successes total.
3 successes because a crit counts as 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So we've added a momentum. And Mara, if forgive me, I'm going to grab that page for this
So
person.
now we have 7 momentum.
You
So I
have,
used 1 and basically added 2, so
we're at 8.
8.
8.
Oh, okay.
Yep. 5. We went down to 5 and then we added 2. So we're at 7.
No, we added 3. Went down 1
3.
and added
Okay.
3.
Because of the crit. That's right.
Yeah.
Because of the crit. Okay. That's 3. Okay. So, Mara, because you rolled the crit, there are rumors that she's a Fremen. Well,
Oh.
as an employee with the Harkonnens. Although you know, having lived on the planet, that the Harkonnens and the Fremens have a very tenuous relationship,
Hmm.
not always positive. And sometimes they have, how shall we say, Fremen that are just keep watch on what um, non-locals do on their planet.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So she's definitely something that we could use in our favor at some point because she's probably has no love lost for the Harkonnens.
No. And you know also that she's very from her reputation, and this will be your third your for your crit, that she's very not non how shall we say, she's very direct. Very
Hmm.
direct. Let's get the job done, move on.
Okay. No beating around the bush. I like that.
No bidding around the bush. Okay.
Okay.
And
Good.
All right.
one question beyond that,
Yes.
where specifically would we be able to find her?
She's on Arrakis. Right now you're on
Yes.
Caladan, the home planet, the Atreides home planet.
And she's expecting this?
Yes,
She's going to be your contact when you land.
Okay.
What is the city on Arrakis we're going to?
You're
Yeah.
going to Arrakeen,
Yeah.
Arakeen. Okay.
correct?
So yeah,
Trying
so
to
I
remember
imagine she's going to meet us at the
lore.
port.
And he brings up a hologram so that you can see the town of Harakeen. I don't know if you can see it on the screen here.
Yep.
Yep.
And if you go up to the northwest, that's actually a range of mountains, and you'll see that it sits on a large bluff, and that's on purpose because worms, giant worms,
Mm.
will come through the sand, and structures like this have to be on hard surfaces, hard rocky locations, so that the worms don't decide to plow through and destroy everything in its path. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Okay, are there any questions besides yours, Corbin?
Nope.
Who's Ken was supposed to play whom?
Ken is Marcus, and Marcus stands too tall, wearing his blade on his right hip, and you can see that he has a shield generator on his left.
So Marcus is like a fighter,
Correct. He's your
and what was her name? Shana?
Shara.
Was it? Shara. Okay,
Shara
gotcha.
will be your mentat, my representative, to make sure that any things are not hidden,
Okay.
or things that you can't tell with your own eyes that maybe she can root out. And then looking over at Lady Hargrave, Hassan, you're going to be assigned to Lady Hargrave to make sure that all her needs are met as a handmaiden of Jessica.
Okay.
Okay. And letting excusing him, he sends Marcus and Shara on and bows to Lady Margrave. If you don't mind, I would speak with Corell and Corbin.
I bow in return.
Okay. Okay, so you three leave, well, four leaving. He pulls, literally pulls your shoulder, your from your shoulders, pulls you close, and says, "Take care and keep your eyes open, and your ears out, wide."
Mhm.
And speaking to Corral and Corbin.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, do you know of any particular threats we should keep our eyes open for, or
Any treachery that the House of Harkonnen would bring to us.
okay.
Any questions besides that?
Is there still a fair amount of Harkonnens left on
Yes,
Atreides?
the spice must flow, so the Harkonnens have left a contingent out of Carthage up north. They're still running some operations. I've arranged for all of you to review how these operations work, and in the process, note any irregularities.
And are they going to cause any problems for us if we're inspecting these refineries?
I don't expect them to be friendly, but they should not be causing any undue problems that would inhibit our arrival or the spice flowing.
But if they do we have a means of subduing?
Pointing at your dagger and doesn't say anything.
Oh, geez.
Understood.
Do we-
All right.
Yeah, I have some contacts perhaps that have gone on to Arrakis that I might be able to give us information as well. So
So if that will be all, good luck and Godspeed. The ship will be waiting for you.
Okay. Is Maxwell coming with us?
Who?
Max?
Max.
Or is it Max? Sorry, Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus and Sharat went out with Lady
Anna
Anna
Hargrave? Okay.
and Hassan.
Okay. Good. So we still have a fighter there
Yeah,
with
you
us.
still have a guard. He's going to be your guard.
Okay.
He's your security,
Yeah.
along with Shara. More than likely, to be able to root out any danger if she can.
Mhm.
She can sense it. Now, and also Anna's pretty good at that too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, with her Bene
Yeah.
Gesserit powers.
So rounded group. I think, based on the reports that I've been giving, all of you are good at what you do.
Indeed.
Okay.
But remember, I am not what I used to be anymore. I'm reformed.
Nobody says you're not. We all have skills that are still valuable. That's why.
yeah, I'll look at Corbin and say, like me, you must still have some knowledge and connections.
Oh, of
So
course. I didn't forget anything. I just might not wish to do
yeah,
what I
may
do.
not wish to stir them up,
Yeah.
Well,
but we'll do what we need to
and
protect the house.
Duke Leto's not generous and forgiving. Or he's generous if not forgiving. That's what I meant to say. Sorry. So, oh, and by the way, you have enough Solari in your account to take care of any incidentals along the way. So
Okay.
pulling out as out of character, what that means is if you need to make any purchases on the planet, we're not worried about whether or not you can afford it. You can because you have access to the Atreides account. That makes
Right.
sense.
Put it
Like
on this credit card.
pretty much. We're not selling you any harvesters.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's
Yeah.
see, well, maybe something to fly around.
Omnishopters?
That'll definitely be available for
Yeah.
sure.
Omnicopters, yeah.
The ornithopters, yes. Okay, so you head out and you find the rest of your group standing there. Um, and well, let me rephrase that. I assume that you guys would go out and pack, correct?
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Yes.
pack the things that you are going to be taking, and any assets, physical assets that you will need.
Are we able to purchase assets that we don't currently have? Like if I wanted to get a shield, is there somewhere I could get a shield?
I believe you can, like a personal shield,
Yeah.
the shield generator. I think so. You know what? Just grab it. I'm not gonna,
Okay, thanks.
I mean, I think Duke Leto would make sure you have what you need to go. So Anna Margrave has a personal shield. Marcus has one. He has his blade. I believe Talia and Corbin also have their blades. Hassan, are you going to take anything, or are you just going to take your?
I actually have a pistol.
Oh, you have a pistol. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I
Yeah.
would be smart to take something if we are gonna get into anything. So if there's, I don't see anything on my character sheet, would I just kind of take a dagger or
Yeah, take a
some kind
dagger.
of short blade?
You can take a dagger.
You take a dagger, and then is there, um, I guess that question will come later. Um, yeah,
You got it?
yeah, I'll just put that on here.
Okay, so
Are there stats for these things?
no, it's different in this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So um the laser gun, it's ranged and a laser. Well, you have the Mala pistol, correct,
I
Mr.?
have the mullet pistol, yes.
So it's concealable range and it's quiet. Um Bodkin is what you're looking at. As an asset, the bodkin is easily concealed on a wrist sheath and easily disposed of before capture. They're concealable, melee equipment, and they're quiet. Okay?
Who has that?
That would be
Okay.
Hassan.
Hassan.
You said
Oh,
the
okay.
bobcat? I'm having a hard time hearing.
Bod
Sorry.
Bodkin.
Bodkin.
Yeah, Bodkin. And then the Kinjal, let's see, yeah, it's a large curved blade. Um, Kinjal can cut through personal shields. It can be used in artistic displays of sword use. This is what Mr. Marcus is carrying. It's a long blade, melee weapon, and traditional. For the Holtzman shield, um, as an asset affordable for those of means, which would be Lady Margrave would have one. Um, their use on Arrakis is limited as the vibration attracts worms in a violent rage. So that's something to think about. They're atomic,
It's not good.
they're atomic, impervious, and static defense. Also, they're special. No high velocity attack can bypass a shield, and it requires a colossal amount of fireball power to overwhelm one. Last guns are risky to use against in-place shields as against personal ones. So they're pretty good. You know what? Hold on a second. Let me move on. Shield personal. You know what? I'm gonna back up because the shield I just told you about is a large one that would cover the Arrakeen itself. So this is a personal one. Used for defense and can be used to threaten someone with a laser gun if activated. Atomic defense protection. Range attacks cannot harm a character protected by a personal shield. If a shield is struck by a las gun, either the shield or the las gun will produce an atomic explosion. Using such methods of destruction. Oh yeah, those are okay. Yeah. All right.
But no worms, though.
No, not this one.
Okay, that's good. Thanks.
Not this one. Okay. So, yeah.
Could we get a glow globe?
Um, I think you have um you're going to be in the city, so there's going to be lights everywhere. I mean, you could pick up a lantern if you want, a personal lantern. Basically, in England they call them torches. It's a flashlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably want a flashlight too.
Okay, go ahead and grab those.
Yeah, just
Those
because
are
of, yeah.
So those are assets. Oh, there it is on page 197. Yeah, there you go. Eliminate areas of darkness and distractions.
Oh, glow globe.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, they have it. It's exactly called a Google Globe. There you go.
I'm gonna have to search through these pages here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Um, so we're packed. We're ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you come onto the ship and you can see, as you walk towards the port, the spaceport, you see this creature kind of floating in this melange, this rose slash sandy colored haze just sitting there. Their faces are stretched, eyes are huge, mouth is pulled down like this, and now it's just a pucker. And you know that these things are are what makes faster than light travel possible. They're able to connect and then actually fold space and then get you to where you need to go. You come onto the ship and the accommodations are, comfortable being a major house, and you're able to find the place where you can set your personal supplies and lock them. And in your seating, these are don't think of them as cryopods. Think of them more as you're sitting in this contraption where everything you're locked in, and they put these little probes so they can feed you fluids and make sure that you're kind of buoyant so that that faster than light doesn't rip you apart. And when it comes on, it's a disorienting effect, and you move forward into the next system where they need to take you. And then boom, after about 3 or 4 jumps, you come out, and you can see as the windows open on the sides of your ship, you can see the planet of Arrakis in front of you, this big, huge, yellowish orange ball just sitting there. The ship comes in and comes down slowly as it lands on the planet. And I actually have a picture of that. Give me a second. There it is.
Mhm.
So I think you can see it there.
Mm-hmm.
So you come in, and they're lowering down supplies for the ship. So you're also part of a forward group that's bringing different types of supplies that people on the planet of House Atreides use for their particular comfort. Um, Coming off and grabbing your things, and do you guys right away grab your things and go, or do anything special?
I'm just gonna slowly grab my stuff and just kind of watch who else is dispark getting off.
Okay.
If anybody like kind of catches my eye at all or anything like that,
Okay. So coming off,
Is there
disembark.
anyone there that greets us as we come out?
I will get to that. Yes. Now,
Oh,
yeah, no, there is someone there, but you guys know, you guys received an additional message on the Guild Highliner, which is what they're called, that you have about 5 days before the Luke and his family arrive from the moment you guys touch down here. Um, the this particular missive says that they cannot lose any time before taking over spice production. You have 5 days from landing here for the before the Duke and the family arrives officially. Um, and let's see. Okay, there's that. That's that. Yep, you made it. Get there. You land. Okay, so coming off of the Highliner down the plank, you see a woman standing there, straight and tall, hooded here. You can see her face is worn from the sand, wrinkled, older than she is. Her face looks like it's been through a lot, but you can tell there in her eyes is a fierceness and a youth that shows her energy. But she stands there very quietly watching all of you come down.
Hmm.
I gather that's Samara.
Yep, tomorrow. You guys come straight down or hesitate or anything, or do you introduce yourselves? How do you want to interact with her?
Yeah, I would let either probably Hassan or Anna
Yeah.
take the lead on this one.
Okay.
so
Did you want
walk
to?
down and
Yeah, hold on a second. Anna,
um,
did you want to send Hassan down as your servant to introduce you guys?
Am I able to use passive scrutiny?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I'd like to use that to see what Amara's demeanor towards us is, if it's welcoming or if she's suspicious of us
Ooh.
or something like that. Is that possible?
Yes, if you don't mind, enter a scene. You may ask one question of the game master as if you'd spent momentum to obtain information. So this is a free action, and tapping into your Bene Gesserit powers, you look at her and you look deep into her eyes, and you see she's annoyed, almost as if she'd rather be doing something else, but because of her duty, she's going to do it to the best of her ability. She's not going to shirk it, but it's like, okay, more offlanders, you know, we'll take care of this, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So, did you want to greet yourself, or do you want to send Hassan down to introduce yourselves?
I think Hassan and I should go together, but I'm gonna lean into Hassan and quietly say that Amara doesn't seem like she wants her time wasted. We should try to be, um, I don't know the word, kind of curt, like polite, but just business. Sorry, I'm not phrasing this very well.
You are. No, I agree with you.
Simple.
Okay, thanks.
Now, I will say that when you guys come off the ship, that heat hits you. It's if you've never come off of a plane on the tarmac in El Paso, Texas, that's an experience. It just hits you hard, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, this heat."
Yeah, I probably wrap my scarf around my mouth.
Mm, mm, mm.
Go ahead.
So then we'll go up to her
Mhm.
and keeping eye contact so that kind of give that first cue. Um, Going to extend my hand and say, ask her, Amara,
Ma'am,
my
or
name is
sir,
Hassan.
sir,
Yes,
sir,
that's right.
sorry, sir.
My name is Hassan, and we are here sent to meet you, I believe. And this is Anna, and the rest of our crew are here for your help.
And she bows and she says, "Pleased to meet you. I am Amara Nasil. I'm the representative for the House that Atreides, shall we say now."
Is she
Um,
dressed in her Fremen suit?
she's not. She's
Okay.
dressed in basically non-Fremen desert wear,
Okay.
you know. And they'll do that sometimes just to blend
Hmm.
in and not give away who they are. However, the way she's tied her pants legs and her arms is definitely Fremen. That
Does she
style.
have the spice eyes?
She does not have the spice
Oh,
eyes.
okay.
Okay. Now, bowing to each of you and then looking at Anna Margrave, she bows even lower, recognizing you because of your veil, and nodding to Marcus and Sharat as they also come down.
I bow in return.
Okay. And she says, please leave your and she's gesturing towards your bags, like your clothing. Leave it there. And she snaps her fingers, and two young boys come running up and start packing them up and putting them on a little scooter, levitating scooter to push herself. And then she points to the residence. We will be going up there, and it's a large pyramid-shaped building. It's a step-style pyramid. You can see there's a viewport at the very top, so they could see out in the sands. And she says, "We welcome to Arrakis. May the water bless you and keep you."
Thank you for your hospitality.
Yes,
Do
thank you.
you do you each of you carry water at this time?
I believe we do.
And then she tilts her head as if she doesn't believe you.
I assume we do, don't we? We have our own
I,
water?
I don't know. Where would
And
we
then
come with water?
and she looks at you up and down, seeing you guys don't have your stilt suits, and says,
Oh.
"Where's your water?"
Mm.
So, if I may, and she points down to the market. We could buy water on the way, and she says it's kind of a one block out, and then back up to the residence itself, and says, if we would please purchase some water.
By all means. Are you expecting us to go out in the desert? Is that where the Arconan spice refineries are?
I think it's customary, and she ends the sentence there.
Okay. When in Rome.
Let me look at the characters real quick. Let me go back to Anna. Okay, and then I'm gonna look at Talia. I think you have something. No, it's not you. Hassan. There he is. Okay. Um, anyone that would like to roll an understand check may. It's up to you.
What
Does this have
Yeah.
anything to do with danger? So I have danger sense as a
It's
focus
not
there.
it's not danger, it's cultural.
Oh, okay.
I have an understand skill of 7, and I've also rolled a 7.
Oh, nice.
Or you just
Nice.
okay, so I'm gonna back up. It's a success. So what we'll do, where's your character at? Anna right there. Okay, so understand empathy, very good. Up here you have truth. You can apply truth as part of that. Um, yeah, the greatest truths are the most well hidden. There you go. So your total would be a 13, but you hit a 7. So you have a critical success and another success. So that adds, I believe, 2 more momentum, correct, guys? If I'm reading this right, or is that 3? Looks like 3.
3.
Yeah, the critical success is 2, and then the single success is there we go. So, Anna, you get a sense that this is a test, buying the water, that she's doing something from her cultural standpoint.
Is it a, there's no deceit in the test, it's just trying to,
That is
um,
correct.
okay.
It's like someone who might try to see if we just want to fit in.
Like someone who's open to the ways of this planet versus just coming in and maybe the way the Harkonnens are
Yeah, she's testing us to see if we know like the Fremen way.
right, Corbin. You got it.
Hmm.
So what do you communicate this in any way to the group, Anna, or
I think I, uh, sorry, I'm having trouble phrasing. Um, so we should go along with what she's suggesting we do, is
I
what
agree.
I
I
try to
agree.
communicate. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
very
Thanks.
good. Yeah, and Shara says okay, and Marcus is just standing there looking around, watching everybody. Pretty much just like, he's on a
Yeah.
gosh darn wheel here, turning around in circles, looking
And
around.
tell you, as someone who's learned, wily ways of fitting in with people and cultures and, in my upbringing, I would understand that this is what this is. It's fitting in with their ways.
Right. All right. So heading down to the market, you see people milling about, going back and forth, and you come over to a water vendor, and they have little canteens made out of some kind of a leathery material with cord and stuff, and you can see that it's tied this way and then goes behind your back, and then has a little tube that'll come around, and or you can bring it up to your mouth this way.
Hmm.
Um, who's going to do the purchasing?
Well, I got bartering.
Okay.
I
All
can
right. So that's
communicate.
barter. Okay.
Yeah.
And then let's see, where's Corbin?
So this will probably be I'm thinking communicate, bartering, um
Could I
maybe
assist?
duty. Duty, you must watch out for those who watch your back.
That's possible. Did somebody else say something?
Yeah, would I be able to? Oh, gosh, minimized. It's my talent advisor. Whenever you assist an ally and you use the communicate skill, the ally you assist may re-roll a single d20. Would
Hmm.
that help at all?
Yes, you can
Yeah.
do that. So
Okay,
you could come over and support Corbin in the
right.
purchase. You know, obviously in a
Yeah.
yeah,
So I
respectful.
looked at the group
Mhm.
and I asked him, is it okay if I do this?
I'll nod.
I nod
Same.
in agreement.
And
Okay.
Sherrod and says okay, and Marcus is like, "Get me one, man. I'm thirsty. It's hot here."
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's communicate of 7
Hmm.
and duty of 6.
So that's 13
So
or lower.
13, and we said bartering is my focus.
So
So if
this is going to
anything lower
be
than a 7,
so this is going to be a 0.
okay.
Difficulty is 0.
So I do I want to spend and use extra dice or um yeah. So what are we at now for momentum for our pool?
You're sitting at
And
11.
11.
Yeah, I
And
think
you
I'm
still have
gonna.
12.
Yeah, I still have 12. I think I'm gonna cap it at 12, just to
Okay.
keep it
Okay.
manageable.
Okay. So yeah, so let's cap it at 12. So I won't use any momentum to buy anything.
Okay.
So let's see here. So 13.
Hmm.
I got a 5. So there we go.
Okay.
That's a crit.
Okay. So
And
that'll
then I
bring
got
you
a oh no,
12.
just a 5. I rolled once. Yeah.
Okay, so that'll bring you guys up to 12.
Yep.
Right, go. All right. So, the vendor there, seeing Amara bows low out of respect and brings out 6 canteens there for your use. And let me see. Talia.
Yes.
Let's see.
I would say too that as I look at Amara, I would, if she's like kind of how she's got her scarf or clothes wrapped, maybe like for her head or whatever, I would sort of try to emulate that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've done that with my scarf already too.
I think I would like Talia to roll a understand power. Yeah, understand power because you have danger sense.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
So you're going to be rolling a 12 or a lower. You may add momentum if you want. I am not adding threat to this.
Um, yeah, I think I want to use I would use one momentum to buy another die, right?
Right. And that would add my threat,
Okay.
but my threat's already, well, no, my threat does go up. Okay.
Okay. So I rolled a 14 and a 7.
The 7 is a success. I believe, was it a 14 as well in your total? Let me see. What did we say your total was?
Let's see, what did we say?
I
We
think it was a
said
12. Yeah, it was a 12. So the 14, but you did roll a 7, correct?
yes.
Okay, so you have a success. You hear them. You hear the of something coming out of its sheath as these individuals advance, and you can hear them say, "Your water and your Solari." And Amara takes exhales a quick breath and steps back. Give me a second. While I set the scene.
We're gonna get mugged.
You're about to get, that's what's
Yeah,
happening.
first
You're getting mugged.
first 10 minutes on the planet.
Yep, you're getting.
That sucks.
I knew I didn't want to come back to the shit planet.
Oh, where is it at? Oh, it's here.
All these games, I'm like, the cold sucks. We get to a hot planet and we get mugged.
Okay, there she is. Okay, here we go. Um, so you guys have a choice. You can communicate with them, use diplomacy to break this up, or you can go into straight up battle. So it is totally up to you. It could be a social test or a because all or let me back up. All conflicts, well, there's different types of conflicts within the game. You have your social conflicts, you have your skirmishes, you have your battles, so and espionage, so on and so forth. Right now, you have a choice between going into a skirmish or a social conflict. It is up to you. This would be called a person, no, not personal, intrigue. Yes, intrigue.
Do we know how many there are?
There are 6.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I'm going to go to 180.
Talia's always going to, she's not going to ever be diplomatic. Let me just say it that way, just because the group knows her. So
Right. So she's ready to cut somebody up.
she would automatically be reaching for her weapon.
So I need to
And if Amara's getting ready, then I mean, I would definitely um follow her.
Well, I don't think Amara's getting ready. She just looks sounds like she's just stepped back to avoid the conflict.
Oh, I thought she was ready
No,
to
Amara,
pull her
Amara
sword.
stepped back. Amara stepped back.
Yeah.
That's who I'm looking.
So
Would it?
she's not getting involved. Sorry, Anna. Or
Oh no, I was just gonna say, if could we start with a diplomatic way, and then if that fails, cut them up?
Absolutely.
yeah.
Because Corbin, I know he's got his blade, and Marcus, he's ready to go. He's ready to flick on that shield and just cut through some people.
Yeah, I would probably, that was the only thing that would stop me from doing anything immediately with the knife is looking at Anna to see what she wants to do.
So Anna,
Am I able to, so I combine a drive with a skill.
correct.
If I use communicate and duty, would that sort of be a good diplomatic or
How do you want to express that duty to them?
um I want to let them know that if they harm us, they would be making some very powerful enemies.
Because you are you let them know that you're representing the incoming house.
Yeah,
Okay, okay, that makes sense. Do you want to use any momentum to buy additional dice? Because this is going to
I
be
think it would be wise to.
yeah. So
Yeah,
Uh,
we have
Yeah.
lots of momentum, so
so this is going to be a difficulty two. So you need
okay.
to have at least two successes. So right now, it looks like you're pushing a 15 or lower, correct? If you use a die to buy um, an additional dice, so that'll give you three dice, I think. That is that right? Yeah,
no,
yeah,
if she uses one momentum, you get two dice.
two
If
dice.
she
You
uses three
she'll
momentum,
she'll
then
get
it's
three.
three dice.
Right.
I believe that is that right,
I
Red?
think that is
Um,
it's
Could
one for
I
the first one, two for the
Yeah,
second one, three
exactly.
for the third one.
Yeah.
could
Yeah,
I give
because
the communicate skill again and give her the extra roll
Let me
for
see.
communicating?
Let
Yeah, I
me
believe that would work.
music communicator this. Yeah, she could re-roll one of the D20s in the pool. So right now the pool is sitting at one. What do you want to do, Miss Hannah? Do you want to purchase some?
I think so because with my duty and communicate combined, that's only 13. Um, is it okay for me to spend the 3 momentum to possibly get
Oh, for
three,
sure.
or should? Okay, I think
Yeah.
that's what I'll do then.
So you're gonna
yeah.
Yeah, we
three.
have lots.
So you're gonna use up three momentum. So you're gonna get two more dice, correct?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so that's gonna bring you down to 10. I'm gonna use a threat to take that up by one to three
Three
difficulty.
successes?
Three
Okay,
Because you're sitting
three
at 12 threat.
successes.
yes,
So, and I can use Hassan's skill to re-roll one of those, correct?
correct.
If I wanted a fourth dice, would that cost
I think that
5? I feel like it scales up.
it does scale up, but I think you can only buy
Um,
up to two more. Let me confirm.
1 + 2 costs 3 momentum, +3 costs 6 momentum.
There you go.
That's a lot of momentum. I don't know if I
Yeah,
should
that's
be
a,
spending that much.
And you are getting a reroll.
Okay, so I'll just get +2 for 3 momentum and then get a reroll.
Perfect.
Okay, cool. I'll roll them now.
Okay.
One is a 5,
That's good.
one is a 3,
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
one is a 14. May I re-roll the 14?
Absolutely.
I got a 17.
Okay. So just to confirm, we went from 12 to 9 because we used three momentum. So you have 9 momentum left, correct? If I remember correctly. That's what I have here in my notes.
Yeah, didn't we cap at 12? And then I
Yes.
spent 3 of them. Okay.
Right. Okay. So I heard a 3, a 5,
Yep.
and a 17, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So I believe you got 4 crits. Is that right?
Two crits.
2 crits,
So
4,
four momentum.
4 momentum. So you go back up to 12. And
And we succeed.
now,
Yeah, didn't I need 3 to succeed and I only got 2, right?
well, a crit counts as 2. So you got 4.
Yep.
You
Oh,
got 4
okay.
successes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Four
cool.
successes. So with all those successes, are you hoping to make these possible allies or contacts on the planet? Or you just want to make sure they know we're here now, we're in charge? How do you want to communicate
I
this to
want to
them?
defuse the situation so they don't bring us any harm.
Okay. So
Um,
they back off, wary, they look at each other and they bow and say, "Welcome, House Atreides," and back out.
Do I recognize them at all? Like, what are they from a local organization, or are they?
These are street toughs.
Oh,
These
just
are like
thugs.
This is more like my
Yeah,
people.
yes, your realm.
right. And Talia, for you, you recognize these guys as a local gang that runs around and they basically harass random newcomers, official house people. They don't mess with them. Hearing what Miss Anna communicated with them, they're like, their house. The occasional traveler, which is what they assumed you were, they're gonna
Mm,
do what they need to make their money.
yeah, good job, Anna.
Yeah.
When they bow and walk away, I give them a slight bow.
Okay.
We're back
Sam,
up to 12, 11 momentum or
12.
12?
12. You shot
12.
all the way
Okay.
back up. What was that,
And you,
Hassan? Sorry. Go
sorry, you
um,
used a threat too, right?
correct. I used one threat. Yeah.
Okay.
in starting assets under Hassan's page, um, is it like he's automatically a friend among merchants on Arrakis? How much contact do I have with these people? It seems like what I think I'm getting at is, would I be able to uh, connect in some way with making a deal with these
Mm. So
merchants for
maybe
our benefit?
so maybe while you were sitting there working with Corbin to work this deal, maybe you got a good how shall we say relationship with one of the workers that were working with the water vendor and created
Okay.
that asset. So I think creating an asset takes a momentum, doesn't it? Two
Well, I
momentum.
think she's saying she already
It's
has
just
an asset.
it's an
Oh, I
asset
see. Oh, that's right.
under
It
the
does say,
thing.
okay, yeah. So I'm sorry, you're right. So if you want to make this your starting asset, that's fine.
And it also says a merchant contact on Arrakis who can supply luxury goods. What does that mean?
It means that you have
Would
access
that be like water when we need it, or whenever we need it, or something? Luxury items. I'm not too
luxury
sure on
items.
this
Um,
planet.
I guess. Let me see.
Omnithopters?
Ornithopters. Ornithopters.
I was thinking that's a luxury item.
It is a luxury item. You get there is an ornithopter available.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. Um,
Yeah, the house probably would have one of those or two.
Mm-hmm.
I think that has to do with like clothing and jewelry, things that you could use to barter. Um,
Is there anything that we could use in the immediate moment to seem like we belong more?
oh, you know what?
You know what I
Maybe
mean? Like,
maybe you worked out a deal with this guy to get you some clothing that's more appropriate for the
yeah.
planet.
Yeah,
Is
that
that
would be
good?
good.
I think I would decline because I'm probably more comfortable in my smuggler's gear
Okay.
and I don't want to stand out.
Okay. Let's see. Man, I love this game. Sorry. I really like this game. Okay. Um, where am I? Okay. So that happened before the smugglers, or not the smugglers, the muggers.
Thugs.
Yeah, yeah, the muggers came. Then the muggers showed up, thugs, accosted you guys. Anna berated them, told them, this is our house now. You need to back up. What's up? You know,
How dare you go back to your room?
she sat there and crypt walked for him. No, I'm just kidding.
That's exactly what I did.
I just saw it in my head on Dune, right? Okay. So, they back off and, yeah, so that ends and Amara comes forward and she looks at you. She goes, well done, smiling.
Was that another test?
Not by me. You've earned the respect of the people here. Not only did you purchase water for yourselves, honoring us and understanding the value that water has here, you've also earned the respect of the underground. And she points with her nose a couple of alleys, and you see people standing there. And as you guys look to see them, they kind of back out and away, almost as if to say, if this didn't go right, they were going to get involved in some,
Mhm.
one way or another, or maybe just watching.
Good.
So I think you guys can get a sense that your house Atreides is being tested for your metal as the new overlords of Arrakis, because they know that Arrakis is very heavy-handed and they wanted to see what you guys were like.
You mean Harkonnens?
Did I say oh, I said something else.
You
Harkonnen.
said
You're
you
right.
said you said yeah, Arrakis.
Yeah, I did. The
Yeah,
planet.
yeah,
The Harkonnens are very heavy-handed.
yeah.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so off in the distance, you can see as you come up the hill, you can see this large vehicle sitting there, and Amara points out that that's a harvester, and you can see these little sweepers on its side and large wheels, and up above it, you can see a carry-on. The thing is twice the size of this harvester. Also, near them are some ornithopters.
Aha.
She goes, she says that we have access to those, and she points to another one. She goes, that's a troop carrier that I'll explain when we go inside. And
Okay.
taking you inside, you come into this large open area on the landing here, and there's doors all the way over. The residence itself is made of some kind of a black basalt. The landing here is sandy colored limestone that's been smoothed out. It's pitted, but you can tell at one time that it was gorgeous. But because of the sandstorms here, it doesn't last very long. However, the basalt looks like it's holding up very well. Walking you towards there, do you guys do anything? Do you ask to look around, or what do you guys do? Just head inside?
Well, now my head's on a swivel.
Um, yeah, we might ask about the spice operations while we're outside to see if she can tell us like where,
Mm.
I'm trying to imagine what it would look like where
She
they're doing that.
she turns around and smiles and she says, "Funny you would ask. I'm going to be taking you on a tour of some spice operations once we're settled, probably within
Oh,
the
very
hour.
good.
Within the hour."
Very good.
Okay.
Now, as a out of character question,
Hmm.
does Amara know we that we're here to investigate the spice operation?
You could ask her.
Well, I don't want to necessarily divulge that information,
Okay.
but so I don't know if she knows that or not.
Well, was that something you may have talked to with the group before you got off the the Highliner
Mm,
to find out
sh-
who and what she is and what she likes?
well, the rest of the group doesn't know. It's just only me and Talia, right?
Right.
So I don't know, Talia. Would we have mentioned it to the rest of the group?
Um, I think Talia probably would not have,
Yeah.
only
Okay.
because we were told separately.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
Okay. So, turning around abruptly after addressing the question, she walks inside and doesn't wait for you guys to catch up to her. She just goes in. You guys follow?
Yep.
Yes.
So, I know Hassan said that head on a swivel, and you can see out the vastness of the sands out in the waste, and you can see dust clouds, and you thought you saw something kind of just jump and then come down. You're not quite sure what it is, but it looked huge, even out in the distance.
Well, me having been on this planet before, I would know that that's sandworm, right?
Yep, you know exactly what that
Yeah.
is.
and seems we would have heard the
Oh yeah,
stories by now,
oh yeah. But seeing it,
but to see
Hmm.
it and say, is
Hmm.
that what that was? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and we're quite a distance away, and look how big that was.
all right, confirm abandoned residency. So you come into the main foyer inside the building. It's a grand open space designed to impress or intimidate guests. Stairs and doorways lead from here into most other areas of the residence. She points out the direction of where the kitchen is. Linen rooms, servants' quarters are down. There is a basement down there in the lens corners. The resident bedrooms are in the back here. Uh, Lito's and his family's residence is above us. Um, and you do see a line of servants standing there, about 8 of them, standing there, and they bow. And they're all dressed similarly to Amara. And she says, these are your servants here to help you anything you need here, along with helping the Duke when he arrives. A woman steps forward, and she has um, a hood up like this, and she bows and introduces herself as Shala Derain, and
Shala
says,
the rank.
and then she said that she's the lead housemaid, and that
Okay.
anything you need, that she's there to serve.
What's her name again? How do you spell it?
Shala, Shala,
Shala.
two
Okay.
L's, Derain, like rain, like
Mhm.
rainfall. Okay. And Amara nods at her and he nods at you guys.
I bow also.
Okay. Is there anything you guys want to do? Because Amara had indicated, within the hour she wants to, take you out to do a tour.
I'm
Um,
gonna wait to see what everybody else does, but I do want to talk to Shala
Hmm.
privately,
Okay.
maybe with Talia.
Okay. And what about Hassan? What are you going to do?
I am just going to kind of do my duty and stay with everybody,
Hmm.
paying attention to what goes on and waiting for um word from here on out.
Okay. And what about you, Lady Margrave?
I think I'm just gonna kind of investigate the immediate area that
Okay.
we just went into, just waiting until whatever happens next.
I'm going to look at something of your character, I think.
Now,
I
Duke
would
is
want
Leto, right?
to
Say again?
Go ahead.
No, what did you say?
Leto,
go
his
ahead.
name is Leto.
That's Duke Leto. He's your boss, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would want to get the clothes that we purchased
Hmm.
and change into things that would feel better on this planet with this
Yeah.
heat and this
Okay.
before we go out for our spice tour.
Okay. So what by the way, and I need to back up and I should have said this. You've already been through two scenes. The first scene was meeting with the Mentat, the um Hawat, the Mentat, Duke Leto's main Mentat. That was scene one. Scene two was coming off the ship and the what's it called? The market with the bandits, potential thugs. Now we're in scene three. So when I say this, for example, the Bene Gesserit,
Oh, is this a passive scrutiny?
right. So what I'm saying is you're when you go through scenes, things that are only that can reset in a scene, like your passive scrutiny, can be reset. I don't know if I'm even saying it right. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay,
am I able to use passive scrutiny on her name was Shala?
correct.
Um, do am I able to like see her intentions or how she feels about our arrival, I guess.
You, this is going to require a test. So
Okay.
I would be your choice, maybe understand, and then your choice on the top to try to get because you feel like something's blocking you from actually breaking through to her to other than her duty, her surface duty. And as you try to go past that, something is blocking you. So I'm going to give you a zero um,
I
to
use oh, sorry.
go ahead. But if you get a success, I can give you more information.
Okay. I'll use understand and truth. That's a 7 and a 6.
So 13 or lower.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna roll one, no momentum.
Okay.
Okay. I got a 10.
10. Very good. Um, she doesn't like you guys. Mm-mm.
Am I
Not-
able to figure out why? Or just
it's not even it's not like Amara. I was like, more off orders. This is just a genuine dislike. Like you can see it in her eyes. I don't like these people.
I lean over to Hassan and quietly, out of earshot of Shala, say, we should be careful around Shala. We seem unwelcome here.
I'm gonna lean back and say, I see that in our eyes. Now, on a side note, Sam, is
Mhm.
Shara being a mentat, can she tell us any information about the impression that, well, I guess we're getting from all these names? Sharla.
Hey, based on that, I can imagine Hassan's having that conversation with you, Margrave, that, maybe we can ask Shara to use her mentat talent to try to break through. Now, you also have I believe you have other stuff, but what do you think, Margrave?
I'm trying to see. I'm not using a discipline test, so my other skill doesn't apply.
Right, I'm
Um,
thinking for Shara, if you wanted to talk to Shara and ask her to
oh, absolutely.
okay, so you do that. Now, I didn't forget you, Corbin and Talia, were talking to Shala as they're doing the investigation.
Hmm.
So I see that once per scene, you can use your understand skill on a single skill test instead of any other skill, and you're counted as having a focus for that test. And this would be Shara. Do you want her to use that? I'm asking the group.
Um, for the mentat, you mean?
Yes.
Can you repeat that? Sorry. What is
Yeah,
her
I'm
skill?
gonna I'm gonna share her screen real quick.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what skills you have.
Oh, I
So if
know.
I'm like I'm not trying to pass on to other people. I just don't know a lot.
Well, I don't know
Well,
what other people have
she
either.
has she has a 10 study, which once per scene she you can use her understand skill on a single skill test instead of any other skill, and you're counted as having a focus for that test. Understand she has deductive reasoning, right? I think that's a
Mm,
good one to use, correct?
hmm.
I
And
agree. Yeah.
then
Understand
truth,
and truth.
yeah, and truth, because the
Yeah.
truth is always revealed eventually.
Yeah.
So she's going to be at a 13. Do you guys want to apply any momentum to this for an additional die? Because this is going to be at least one difficulty of one. Because now we're trying to dive into her um, deep
Yeah.
understanding of her.
I definitely think the mentat should use
Yeah.
at least one
Okay.
additional die.
So we're going to give her
Yeah.
two dice, right?
Yeah.
Who would like to roll?
Anna, you've been rolling pretty well.
Well,
I
it
want
was
someone else to roll. A lot of people have
yeah, it
I've
was
rolled a
Sonia's
lot.
suggestion. Let Sonia roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sonia, you haven't rolled yet, have you?
That's because you guys should not be rolling. Okay, that's why. I don't roll very well, so I'm rolling both. Okay,
Yeah,
I
but this is
have
good.
a
When you don't roll well in this game, it's good for you.
yeah, yeah. I got a 2 and an 8.
See?
Oh,
A
there you go.
two.
See?
Wasn't so bad. Wasn't
Oh,
so bad.
and an eight.
I'll
So
take it.
that's one crit.
Yep.
So we're
Yeah.
back up to 12. And she stops and she brings Anna close and brings Marcus close. And she goes, I think she's a spy.
Oh wow. I did not see that coming.
Well, there's one for the threats. Spy in the house.
Hmm.
Are we able to discern who she's a spy for? Like
She,
the Harkonnens or
I mean, that makes sense, right?
Hmm. But I don't know this, right? Because Shar didn't tell Corbin that.
Not at this time, no.
Okay.
She did tell Marcus because Marcus is
Yeah.
security,
Yeah, of course.
but it doesn't mean it cannot be communicated to you. And and Marcus will give you the both of you, Talia and Corbin, a knowing look and without actually looking at the um at Shala, because Shala's over there looking annoyed, like, you guys ready or what? What are you doing? And Amara at this point is, taking one of the other servants with her to go to do what she needs to do.
Okay. So what do you guys do with that information? Sonia?
Well, we could have a little brief group conversation away from the staff.
And suddenly Shala coughs. Would you like to go to your rooms now?
Yeah, I think
Very
so.
well. And she snaps her fingers and the other, house servants and says, take them to the rooms and comes over to Lady Margrave, bows to her, as I believe that you're a Bene Gesserit, correct, ma'am?
That is true.
I I am told that you were to be near um mistress's rooms, correct?
Correct.
If you wouldn't mind, I would walk you there. And if your servant would like to go, that'd be fine.
Um,
Well, I think Marcus will probably want to be there too.
yeah, I think we should all go as a
Okay.
group. I don't want to be alone with
Okay, so
if we know she's a spy.
okay, so Anna, Hassan, and Marcus are going to go together. And I know Talia and Corbin, you still want to grab Talia and talk to her eventually, correct?
Now that I know she's a spy, maybe maybe not. But yeah, why not? Yeah, I also want to talk to Shala.
Okay. So he takes you upstairs to the room and leads you to his bow. She doesn't step in and she just steps away. Madam, I'm at your service. I'm the head uh servant here, the head housemaid in here. Whatever your needs, I'm here to serve. And she bows, throwing her hands out like this and steps back, goes down the hallway,
Uh,
leaving you,
uh,
Marcus, and Hassan together.
oh, excuse me, Shala.
She stops and says, "Yes, sir.
Um, so you've worked for House Harkonnen for a while,
I
is
have.
that right?
I have, yes. My duty is to serve the Imperium." And you can see she doesn't have the skin color. She's not real white, like that Harkonnen bright
Mm-hmm.
white. That's not her. But she's not Fremen, like Arrakis color. Like she's been inside too long. She doesn't go out
Right.
much, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Um, so what's the general feel with the staff now, if you don't mind me asking, with House Atreides taking over?
Our we are just here to serve. That's all we do. And kind of you can hear kind of a sneer underneath, like
Hmm.
that's all we do.
So you have no direct allegiance to one or the other. You just do what the
The
Imperium says.
the Imperium.
Were you um privy to any information about the spice operations by the Harkonnens?
I am not, no. I mainly served here in the
I'm just curious about it. Um,
what is it that you're curious about? I'm sorry, I'm a little and the GM's confused, so forgive me.
oh, I'm just trying to figure out if she knows anything about, because I'm supposed to kind of investigate, see if there's anything going on with the operations, right?
I see. So you're trying to ask her if she knows anything that's going on.
Yeah.
She doesn't she doesn't know. She just says that's outside of my purview. I just make sure that everything in the house is, processed properly.
Hmm. And then and she says she's working for the Imperium.
Hmm.
We know that she's a spy.
You know that
Um,
as a yes,
as a
player
player.
and a character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, but so far she doesn't know that we know.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Um, I just want to kind of try and get the feel of her thoughts on this new power coming in. But yeah, if she says she's working for the Imperium, I guess she's not going to give me any more information than that.
She
Okay.
might. No, no. But remember, there's, you have skills that you can tap into.
Yeah. Uh, I'm gonna wait to talk to maybe one of the other staff.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. What about you, Talia? Would you have been there?
Yeah, I think I would have come with him, but I would just be trying to assess her without asking her a lot of questions because I don't feel like she will be honest with us.
Did you want
Yeah.
to use a skill roll to see if you feel like she's being sincere?
Um, I don't know if I have understand, which has like a danger sense focus, but.
You could use that to see if what kind of danger
Um,
she is to you guys.
and then maybe use power.
Oh,
Um, because it's the thing with the Harkonnens giving up power to
okay.
our house. So
Yeah.
as my driver behind it.
Okay. Yeah. Could use that.
So that's my understand is 4 and my power is 8.
Okay.
So that means I have to roll under a 12 or under.
Correct.
For
You want to
success, yeah.
you want to throw any momentum at it?
What does determination do for
It
you?
gives you a free success. You still have to roll all the other dice,
Okay.
and it's used once per, I believe.
Because I have the thing, a talent called Driven. It says after you spend a point of determination, if you can roll a 1d20. If you roll equal to or under your discipline rating, you immediately regain that point of
That's
determination back.
that's not a bad ability.
My discipline is 5, so
So 5 or lower. So
yeah.
we're gonna have Anna roll it for you.
Yeah. Um, so I mean I could use the determination
Okay. Sure. That'll give you
and
a
then see if I
success.
can get
Okay.
it back. How often do
Yeah.
you get those determinations?
It depends on gameplay. It's kind of like getting inspiration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's other ways of getting it as well, but I think
Yeah, if you change your focus or statement or something like that,
yeah.
you can gain determination.
Yep.
Um, all right. So where are we at? I was going to use the determination to get a success.
So you're using a determination. Are you going to add momentum to that?
And you said this is what? It's a 0?
It's a 2.
It's a 2. Oh, yeah. So I think I should.
All right. How much are we going to burn?
Um, well, so I need to get one success, right? So
Two
I'll
six.
roll. Yeah. So,
Oh, that's right. You
well, I
do
mean, so
you
I
had
get
one
one
spent,
automatically
so
with
you
the
need one more.
determination.
Correct.
And so I would need one more. So if I spend a momentum, I get another die. So I can roll
Correct.
2 die to try to
Correct.
get one success. You
You know
guys
what?
want me to do that?
You know what? In fact, I'm going to go ahead and throw threat in here because she is a spy and she's going to do whatever she can to keep her identity hidden, obviously. So now we're at 3. So you need to roll 2 more successes.
Ooh. And how many dice do
Yikes.
you have right now, Talia?
They have 12. You guys have 12. You're
No,
sitting
no.
on
How many dice do you have that you're
2 if I
rolling? Two?
spend one. So we'd be down to 11.
right.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely use more because if you need success 3, you only have 2 dice right now. Yeah, you're gonna need it. You're gonna need more dice
Kids.
because your communicate, was it, or was it your understand? Discipline was 4, right? You said
It's 5, but
5.
that's to get back my determination. So I'm rolling understand and power. So that
Okay,
was
so
a
your
12. So I need to
understand is,
do a 12 or less.
but your understand is a 4.
Yes.
Yeah. See, so you need to get under 4 to get a crit if your focus applies.
Right. We know we have
To
one
get a
success.
crit. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah, so
sitting
I would use more dice.
so you're sitting on 3 dice if you go to 9 momentum.
Yeah, I would think you should do that
Oh, all right.
Okay,
because
now.
you need 3 success.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I have one automatically, but
Now, let's look over
Oh,
at
I see.
oh,
Oh, yeah,
Hassan's
one
not there.
automatically. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's up to you then. If you think you can get 2 with 2 dice, yeah,
so I would have to spend 2
yeah,
more momentum to get one more die, right?
You would go down to 9 to get
yeah,
three total dice.
All right.
yeah, and I'll leave that to you to decide. Sorry.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that
Okay.
because I feel like I feel like Hassan does that I don't always roll very well. All right. So I got a 6
Ooh.
and 11.
Okay, so that's two successes. So that's three total successes, correct?
Yep.
Yeah,
And a
she's got one more
14
dice.
was my other one.
Okay.
Okay.
So what did I say? We had two or three? Two successes.
2.
Okay.
Well, I got 2 here, and then I had
One
the
automatic.
third one, the automatic one. So that's
Oh,
3
so that's three.
altogether.
That's three. Okay. What was it that you're looking for again? I just want to be clear before I address it completely.
So I was just watching her to try to understand. Um, now I forgot too what I was
Okay.
working toward.
I think
Um,
it was about intention. And if anyone else remembers,
yeah,
jump in and
like was she
uh,
dangerous? Was
oh,
she
okay.
a problem
Um,
like that?
what you see her doing is she's reaching um as close as she are as the two of you, she's reaching inside her sleeves a lot and rubbing her arms. Like almost uncomfortably, you know, standing there looking at you guys like this. Almost like, have you ever seen a cat about to pounce on a mouse?
Yeah.
That's the look that she's giving the two of you and has her arms inside her sleeves and just rubbing her arm.
Okay.
And your danger sense is telling you that this, the hair on the back of your neck is like, wait,
That,
what's going on?
that she's probably not the best person to have in the house itself, running the household. Now, do we have any authority for anything here, or can we communicate back to the other
Remember you guys, uh,
world?
Hawat had pointed to your daggers. And you do have excuse me, one of Lady Jessica's maidens here, not to mention one of his personal mentats. So there's some authority here that you guys brought with you.
And we're cool with the merchants now in the underground people.
Yeah, Um, all right. Well, so I will uh, glance at Corbin and say, I think we should go see my lady.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else, ma'am? She pulls her arms out like this.
No,
Uh,
I think,
no.
yeah.
And when she bows, she looks straight at you. She doesn't look down and she walks away.
I'll
What
look
was
at
it? So,
Corbin and
yeah.
say, you get the sense I did, right? She's a problem.
Yeah.
She's very
Now,
dangerous. I
do we
wouldn't
think
trust her here with the Duke.
do we think she has the skills to form like an assassination, or is she just more like an information spy?
I was getting not just an information skill
So she's like
by
a direct physical threat.
that, you know, and I presume since poison and things like that are common, there are ways to try to mitigate that kind of attack. But, having someone right in your household who,
While we're sleeping.
yeah, who
We
may
could
be
put,
able to put something in your bed or I mean, she has access to every room.
yeah,
So,
and our food.
Well,
What do
so
you
that's
what
why I would go to find Anna Margrave and Hassan and talk to them about it.
okay. Yeah, let's make haste.
Okay. So while this is occurring, what is Lady Margrave, Hassan, and Marcus doing? Actually, Shara is also with you guys.
Um, we were kind of ushered into our chambers really quickly, almost
Right.
like suspiciously quickly.
Like,
Am
get
I
out.
able to? Yeah, totally.
Get out of my hair.
And we know that like she's a spy, so I'm kind of suspicious that our rooms aren't safe. Am
Okay.
I able to do a check to see if there's traps or like Harkonnens in the walls with little RC assassin drones.
Let's see. I think there is a way. Let me look at that.
You have the Mentat
Yeah,
in there too, right?
this
And Marcus might have something.
Marcus. That's right. We haven't touched Marcus at all. Poor guy. Um, there he is.
Well, if he showed up.
That's why
Um,
we
I
wanted
did
them to go with you.
I did hear from the player he had an emergency that he had to address. So
Oh.
they both had
Oh,
some
that's too bad.
important. Yeah, it wasn't, and that's okay. I mean, they would have been great in this game, but let's see.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
and we know what Marcus would have done in the right to Ken. Somebody would have got shot in the leg. Um, no,
The sword would have come out.
Marcus is all about attacking. He's got bold. Here, I'll bring it up. What am I doing? I'll bring it up when you can see what he does. He is bold, deliberate motion, and make haste. And his assets is the sword, personal shield, and a friend among the mercenary community on Arrakis, which that's kind of a useful asset when we were out in the on the market.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
If my battle skill focus is sneak attack, does that only count for me performing a sneak attack, or could that be utilized with truth to like conceal other people's or uncover other people's concealed sneak attacks?
Let me look at that.
Mm.
Let's see.
That's a neat way of looking at it.
So sneak attack and truth, the most well-written. That's not a bad idea. That's actually
Yeah.
cool. Using your focus to find out if the person is going to, like you said, exactly like you said. That sounds pretty cool. I like that. Yeah.
So would that be
Yeah.
a 12, and could I use a momentum to get 2 dice?
Yeah. Now you're doing this before the other two arrive, correct?
Yeah, because I'm
Okay.
already suspicious.
Okay. Yeah. So you're trying to hit a 12 or less. You currently have 1 die. If you want to spend a momentum, you're currently at 9 momentum.
Uh,
I'm letting you know up front, I'm not going to apply any threat because this is outside Thalia's presence.
okay. Is it okay if I use a momentum? Like,
Yes. Well,
okay,
I'm
cool.
sorry, the group.
Between
Yeah.
the group, I mean,
Yep.
is
Yep.
Would it
We're gonna call this a difficulty of 1, so you need at least 1 success.
okay.
would
So
it help if I gave cautious?
Let's see what cautious does.
It's the same thing as the other one, but in a cautious manner, understanding. I don't know how to really interpret that properly.
But that's got to be under understand, and I don't think that she's using battle and truth.
Truth.
Okay.
Um,
So the parentheses is the only one you can apply that to.
Correct. But let me look at this.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and then subtle verbs is when you attempt to communicate test. But let's see what your assets are. Merchant, friend. Okay, that's that. All right.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, two dice, one. You only need 1 success.
okay. I'm rolling. One is a 19. That's definitely not going to work.
No.
The other is a 17. I failed both.
Oh.
Okay. So you're not sure. You don't like the way you feel about it, but you're not sure.
Okay. I communicate to Hassan and is it Marcus and Shara in the room?
Mm-hmm.
I communicate to everyone in the room that I can't find anything off, but I just feel like something's off about this.
Um, they have, I mean, above table, they have capability of like listening, like, or watching, uh, in rooms like that. Like, is there a way to do that in these worlds?
Which one is it?
Like to listen in or spy on someone in a room like that? Someone, to be outside of the room yourself, but be able to like, I don't know if they have like listening devices or,
Well, there is
you
an
know,
espionage.
those kind of things. I was just curious if that's what one thing to worry about, that they might have that kind of device. Like nowadays you might go around and look in the lamps for bugs or whatever.
Hmm.
And but I don't know what they have in this world that you could.
Yeah, does Anna or I guess in this case it would be the Mentat, would they have the cone of truth or cone of silence, whatever thing is called?
Yeah, cone of silence, yeah. Something
Uh,
like that.
and let me look at her. I'll bring her up.
Wasn't that from Get Smart, Cone of Silence?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. We
Oh,
will,
I forgot to roll my D20 for my determination.
yeah,
See
go
if I
ahead.
get it back.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that.
Okay,
I rolled a 5.
There you go. You got it back.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. No,
no, no
no,
cone of whatever it's called.
that she does have. Yeah, no, she doesn't have that.
Okay. Yeah, because if we did, then we could go in it and no one could hear us. We would be free of bugs.
I
Okay.
thought the Mentat had something like that though.
Uh, his thing's up right now and I don't see it.
Because
No,
I know when I
that's
watched that
Hassan.
game they had that.
Yeah.
They built their characters a little differently.
Yeah, it's just the build, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The talent was different.
Okay. So at this point, I'm gonna guess that Talia and Corbin would be announcing their presence to talk to Anna and the rest. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we knock on the door.
knock on the door. That would be Anna, Hassan, and
Oh,
yeah.
come in, I guess. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Yes, they were busy talking. Like
Yeah.
you can wait.
I open the door and let Talia in,
You know,
Um,
and then I follow in.
and Shelly looks at the two of you and just kind of steps back into the background and Marcus, crosses his arms.
Yeah, we didn't
um,
get a lot of information from Shala, but Talia has um something about her.
is it, you think it's safe to discuss things in here?
Mm,
You guys want to do a cursory search?
Yeah.
So let's see who wants to do it.
mm,
What would it be?
yeah, no, I don't definitely don't have anything like
It's
that.
understand is a good one, and then truth. Those are two good ones because you wanted, anything that are most well hidden. Oh, look, it's Anna.
What did Anna have?
She's got greatest truth of the most well hidden, but it's physical empathy. So let me look at Hassan. Hassan has understand etiquette, justice, no, faith, nope. And let me look at Talia. Danger sense. Okay, well there it is again. And
What truth? I make my own truth.
yeah,
I mean, it's a 10 total. It's not very high.
you know who has a different, look at this. Cautious understand. When you attempt a test using the understand skill and you buy additional D20s by sending momentum, you may re-roll a single D20 in that pool. That's Hassan. And Hassan, you've set up rooms before. You might have been taught by Marcus on how to find listening devices, right?
Sure.
And I
Sure.
think you're pretty faithful um in your work,
Old
and
habits.
you believe you've chosen the right place to serve. And in service, you have faith that whatever is being hidden here, you could find. So I'm thinking you have understand and faith. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
I
that
think
kind of
that's a
makes
good
sense to me.
idea.
This is why I love
If
this
Hassan
game.
if Hassan agrees with it, yeah.
Yeah,
I
so,
mean, yeah, whatever.
so
Understanding fate. So I would add the two. So
that's a
an
four.
8, 14, and then roll two.
Now, right now you're at one die, and it
Oh, I
says
see.
when you attempt to test, use the understand skill, and you buy additional d20s by sending one, you may re-roll a single one of those dice. So any momentum you add, you can re-roll.
But isn't that not assisting someone else, or can I use that on myself?
No, it's when you attempt.
Oh, that's right.
So advisor is communicate, helping someone else.
Okay.
So right now you have one die. You can spend momentum. I am going to tell you it's a difficulty 3.
Ouch.
Looking for something hidden.
Looking for something hidden.
Yeah, but 14
Um,
pretty good. Plus you get to re-roll whatever dice pool you have. One of the dice pool.
so if I wanted to lower it by one,
So
what
then
would that
you
cost
would
me?
have
Three?
you it would be one momentum would give you 2 dice. So that would bring you down to 7 momentum now.
I want to ask before if I should use that or if I should just go with rolling with the re-roll.
You're not going to have enough. You need at least 2 die because you need at least one crit and one of these successes to get you to the 3.
Okay.
So I think you should buy another die to have 3, and then you're going to re-roll one of them.
Yeah.
So that would bring
Okay.
you like down to 5 momentum at this point.
Oof. It's a difficulty 3
3. So you
though,
need
and
3
I'm
3
really
total successes. Yep.
It'd be good to know if we could speak in this room though, because we may need to have to come up with a plan to get rid of her.
Yeah.
so yeah, okay. So I'll definitely look then.
Okay.
A 2 and a 6. No, a
Woo!
9.
Whoa.
9. It was a 9. It's
Whoa.
upside down.
A
Oh.
2. That is a crit. Did you roll 3 dice?
No, those were 2 dice. A 9 and
Roll
a 2.
roll the
Roll
third
the
one.
third one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's another 9. Oh, I'm sorry. It's upside down again. That's a 6.
You have 3 crits.
Oh, that's fine.
So
That's good, right? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you just gave yourself back 3 momentum. So
oh,
you're
good.
back up to 8.
Good, good, good.
All right. So, yes, there are 2 listening devices. You find one in the light, the what provides the light. It's hidden there. And the other one is in the most I mean, how do I say it? Most innocuous thing that you wouldn't think it is. It's actually behind the mirror.
Oh, man. This planet sucks. And I'm going to be like,
Nice.
look,
So you grab them both. What do you guys plan on doing with these 2?
we need to, uh, can we study them somehow?
The one in the mirror is
To,
designed to record video and audio.
yeah, and
Oh, so it's a camera too?
Yeah. The
So,
Well,
one in
they
the
seem
light
that
is
we found
audio.
them.
Yeah.
turn them off.
You want to just turn them off?
or I was
I
thinking could sneak them down into somebody else's room, leave them.
Well, they've already seen us find them, right?
Well, the oh, I'm gonna say this because she had 3 crits. Okay. She was able to go behind them, or excuse me, I keep saying she. Hassan was able to go sideways to the mirror and kind of pull it out and use that 3rd crit to turn it off. So that one is off. The listening one at the light is not off right now.
Okay.
So as long as none of us communicate that we found it, theoretically we could use it again.
Yeah.
Correct.
But how do we communicate our thoughts at the moment without being heard?
we turn off the audio and um not the I don't know.
Well, I would like to take them, at least the listening one, and put it somewhere. I'm thinking, you put it somewhere else, like on a, uh, I don't know, some transport vehicle or something so that it's just picking up voices of people talking about something else.
Well, Marcus steps over and looks at him. He says, that one turning off, they might know about, but this one, maybe we can put it in Thalia's room.
In
Yeah.
Talia's room?
Yeah.
We
Well,
just
Where's
know
this,
that it's,
Shala?
well, do we think each of the rooms has it? Like, do we each have our own room?
I mean, you do. We could always just store it in one of our rooms.
Yeah.
yeah,
And then that way this one's clear of the bugs.
This room is clear. Yeah. Lady Margraves.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Marcus, good suggestion.
And I'm presuming they're both off now, right? Yeah. Before we say
yeah.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, does a mentat have ability to speak into someone else's mind?
Shara,
Do they have
I
that
think
kind of?
currently her mental talent is discipline. She has perfect recall.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And Anna, I think as a Bene Gesserit, she gets a sign language, right? But we don't understand that sign language because
I
we're
think
not Bene
so.
Gesserit.
I think so.
I have a contact among the Bene Gesserit, but it doesn't state um me being able to communicate like that. I think I'm just a novice. I can't use the
Oh,
voice or anything like that either.
Not the voice, no, but you do have that starting asset. There is a Bene Gesserit in the building.
Maybe to get in contact with the Bene Gesserit Sisterhood and tell them that like we're being spied on. Would
Okay.
that be a benefit? I'm not sure.
Okay. So what's the plan, guys?
Kill that lady.
Oh,
yeah.
Could always confront her.
yeah. That's
I
what,
mean, yeah, call her out.
Well, do we think the rest of the staff is involved too, or just her?
we may find out once we seize her or whatever we're going to do with her.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking there's 9 of them total. Maybe
I
slightly
mean,
outnumbered if anything physical happens.
What would you like to do?
I mean, I think
um,
that they may notice that all of their listening devices have mysteriously turned off. So they're gonna, and why not confront them?
yeah,
Okay. So what do you want to do?
I guess Talia will always resort to doing something with a knife over talking to someone. So you guys better decide.
Miss Hargrave? Margrave, I mean.
If we held a meeting of all the staff of the house, including them, and then confronted everyone at once, then could
Yeah,
we know
that's an
who's in
idea.
on it and who, I
Yeah.
guess if we were able to gauge if the other people working the house were aware of it or if it's like a shock to them, I guess.
Yeah,
Read the
yeah.
room.
Want to call Amara?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah, definitely.
You call on her now?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you use the communication device in the room? And when I say that, I don't mean the spy things. I mean the little I'll call here, or do you send somebody, maybe even Hassan? Hey, go get her.
I think we should send somebody.
Okay.
But what does everyone else think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm full agreement.
Tell her we
Everything.
have an urgent issue to address.
Who's gonna go?
Yeah, the only thing that would be, well, I guess you have risk either way, because if they know that things are turned off, then, and if you want me to go, then I'll just go really quick before anyone
I
can notice. And
I could go with you if you want.
And we'll turn the devices back on now that we know that they're there. We just watch what we say.
You put them back and turn them on?
Well, we can definitely do that, yeah.
Okay.
Just for the time being,
All
until
right.
we sort what's what.
Okay.
Maybe we could say that it was a malfunction, or not say that it was a malfunction, but it would be like, oh, the video went out for a minute.
Yeah, just don't say anything and let
Yeah.
them deal with it if
Yeah.
they're concerned about it.
Okay.
I'm worried that if we don't have them on us as evidence to confront the other house members, that somebody else could go upstairs while we're talking to them and then get rid of them, and then we look crazy.
Right, we could bring it down once we get everybody together.
That's a good idea. Okay. Is
Right.
that good?
Yeah.
So Hassan,
I,
you going by
you
yourself?
want to, yeah, do you want me to go with you or you just want to go by yourself?
I think that we should have two.
Okay.
I think we
Okay.
should have two, and yeah.
All right. So you guys head out the main hallway, go down to the servants' quarters, or just, I guess, look around for them. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
We're looking for
Amara.
Tomorrow.
Amara, right? So,
Mhm.
Okay. So
so,
as
so I
you
suppose we just could find a servant and ask where Amara stays.
when you come out, you run into a let's see, what does she run into? You guys run into a very middle-aged woman, bright, cheery. You see her, moving some plants around. There are actually plants in the building. And she stops and says, "Oh, madam and sir," and very bubbly, and says, "Yes, yes. What is it that you need? Is there anything you need?"
We need to speak with Amara.
Oh, Amara is in her room, just down the hall to the left.
Oh, very good. Thank you.
You're welcome. If you need anything else, please let us know.
We
Look
will. Thank you.
look forward to House Atreides' arrival. Thank you.
She definitely seemed a little friendlier on the last one.
Yeah. One more.
Yeah. All right. So you guys go down the hall and turn left, right? And as you turn, you run into Thalia. And she stops and says, "Oh, I'm sorry." And looking at both of you, surprised to see the both of you together. "I'm sorry. I was just on my way to go make sure dinner was going to be ready. Did you need anything,
Who did we run into?
Thalia?"
Shala?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Shala. You ran into Shala.
Oh, Shala.
Yes, Shala. There. Thank you, Corbin.
No, we were just looking for Amara. She was
Oh,
going to take
oh,
us on a spice tour, so.
oh, okay, okay. All right. Well, I'm on my way to the kitchen, and she turns around. She goes, so she was going this way. She goes, "Oh yeah, it's this way," and she turns straight down the hall.
She
I'll
hangs
look
a
at
quick.
Hassan. Yeah, like,
Wait, she hangs a quick different direction.
Yes.
Okay. Why don't me as the servant, you can go into her room and then I'll stand outside or in the doorway or something,
Okay. Like watching.
like watching out on on the in the hallway. And I'm just kind of escorting or assisting. Oh gosh, I forgot your name already. Shit.
tell you.
Yeah. So that yeah, I could keep an eye out.
Um, so whose room are we outside? Are we outside of Shala's room?
You're in Amara's room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So we're just
ran into her down in the hallway.
just in the hall. Okay.
Yeah.
Is
Um,
Shala come out of Amara's room?
No. So
Okay,
they were going to go to the left, coming from the right.
right. Okay.
She turns and, "Oh, hi, it's the two of you." And I'm sorry, I was yeah, I was going this way, and she heads down the hall
Hmm.
towards the kitchen.
so yeah, I would get knock on the door for Amara's room and
And Mara quickly opens the door and, "Yeah, oh yeah, oh yes, yes,
um could you come to speak with Lady Margrave?
I would."
We have an urgent issue, so we would
"Oh,
like to speak with you.
is everything okay?"
Huh? We don't think so, but We'll
Okay.
speak about it over there.
Okay. Very well. So, she comes out and closes the door, and she passes her hand over it, and you can hear a audible click as she locks her door. Um, Walks with you over to the room and waits for you to open it, Hassan.
Okay, and so I do
Okay, so stepping
let
in,
her go in
right?
first.
Well, she lets Thalia go in first as she's of House Atreides. She's just here to serve,
Um,
which I'm sure you're not
Now
used
look at yeah, look at Anna Margrave and say, "This is Amara's here."
to. Okay,
Now, kind of to introduce her.
so she, bows as she steps in. This is Lady Margrave. I'm here to serve.
I bow in return, and have we turned back on the cameras and microphones or no?
I think you did when they left.
Yeah,
Okay.
but now we can turn them off.
I put my fingers kind of up to my lip to be like, be quiet, kind of,
Yeah.
and then I gesticulate over to where we found, like, I reveal the listening devices. Um,
Her head goes up, like doesn't say anything, but that look of
and then I put them down, and then I want to say something normal so it doesn't
Yeah.
so the microphones aren't suspicious, but
I think
I'm gonna put something normal to say.
Talia would sort of like maybe start a conversation about, oh, I'm kind of excited to see the spice process and the
Amara
harvesting
says,
and
"Oh
she's
yes,
just to make, like you say, make sound and like some kind of conversation while we're doing
oh
this.
yes," and I think it would be good for the lead team to look at it so that you can describe it to the Duke and his entourage when they arrive. So where do we go from here?
I think we may be looking to see what um mm,
Well, we
we
wanted
asked.
to gather everybody and interrogate them, right?
Do you turn off the
Yeah.
communication devices?
Well, I'm just asking the group, is out of character, that was our intent, was to
Yeah.
get everybody together and then grab the devices and break it down and have a talk with the staff. That's my understanding. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yes, but I was thinking we wanted to let Amara know what the plan was to talk with the staff. I mean,
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna bring them together?
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay. Main hallway, madam. Main foyer, I should say. I'm sorry.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so 15 minutes?
Maybe as soon as possible.
Very well. I'll make it so. Can Marcus walk with me? I think having and she looks at his sword.
Who's asking?
Amara.
Oh,
Basically, she's asking for muscle.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So she nods and walks away. And I will see you in 5 minutes, if not sooner.
Thank you.
You're welcome, madam. And she walks backwards, not to turn her back to you. Walks out of the room, and then, Marcus is like, peace, as he walks out. So, um, you guys all head straight there, or is there anything you do before you leave?
We collect the listening devices, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Do you
Okay.
turn them off or leave them on?
Turn them off, I think.
Okay. All right. So, um, do you guys go ahead or you wait like to come in after the time that she gave you to get them together? Like make a grand entrance or whatever.
I think
Yeah.
I might go down
Okay.
like by myself and sort of like be unobtrusive, be somewhere where it's not obvious
Okay.
and just to see them all come in to see how quickly and how they look and
Okay. So when you get down there, you see an older person, definitely Fremen based on their clothes and their eyes are glowing blue. Um, Amara standing next to her. Um, you do see Shala standing there near the three of them. Besides to her and you guys come down. Amara, Razi, Aisha, Nava, Talora, Jamelia, Wisal, along with Umar, Cora, Arvio, and Shakir.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, there's a bunch, and I'll go through them. How do you guys enter besides the introduction?
This is an out of character question. Are we in a new scene now?
Yes, we're definitely in a new scene.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. I'm gonna.
Well, I would think Anna would be walking the lead. She's being like, kind of like the most um royalty
Oh,
here.
House representative,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna type
Yeah,
in all the names for you guys. So I'm gonna do this.
I think Hassan would be pretty close by too, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Mentat. And
Yeah,
then I'll
absolutely.
follow behind.
Yeah. And I'll kind of stay in my unobtrusive spot.
Okay, so I'm gonna write all these names for you guys into the Discord. So, you have met Amara, your guide into the city and main residence here at Arrakis. Thalia, Shala, excuse me. Shala, head maid, Miss head handmaiden for the staff who you have suspicions of. I could spell. And then she introduces you to Shutout, Mapes, older Fremen servant. Aisha, yeah, middle-aged servant. Gardener, I think is who you met. Nava, introduced as the head cook. Talora, who seems to take a not how shall we say, not a hidden interest in the one named Shakir, who let's see, Camellia, also looking at Shakir in an interesting manner. Additionally, the rest of the staff is Wisam, Umar, Cora, and Arvio. Okay.
I do think as the group first comes in,
Mhm.
my group first comes in, I will move so that I'm standing near Amara. Because wasn't she next to Shala and it was near her?
Correct. And then
Okay.
Basima, assistant to Nava. I just added her. Okay. Right.
Who's in possession of the listening devices?
I would assume probably Marcus or you. Oh no, Marcus is done with Amara, so maybe Hassan or you.
I think Hassan was the one that got him earlier. Hassan,
I did get
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Would we have put them back though?
you did, but then you Lady Margrave said to grab them again and to bring them with us.
Okay, so they would be, yeah,
Yep.
on me, and then I'll present them as
Alexa.
if
Okay.
you stop that. You know I'm in the kitchen.
I know that told us that's totally out of the game, just pulled us all the way out. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So as we walk into this place, what do we see? Is what is
So you're in the grand foyer. There's plants
yeah.
along the back. You can see there's a basin with water back there, which again, in a place like Arrakis, that's almost pretentious, I guess is a word for it. And they're all in a V. It's here, and in the center is Amara along with Shala and the other person, the older one. Who was it that I said it was? Um, yes, Shala, and then Shutout Mapes is the other one. And then Aisha's close by. Aisha's the really bubbly one that you guys had met in the hallway. Happy to be there and to work on plants and stuff.
Am I able to use passive scrutiny to see the reaction of anyone in the room after we reveal that we have, like, that we found listening devices?
You can ask me a question. Like we
Oh,
pull it out and ask me to who reacts to this, you know.
okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, what
Um,
does everyone
well,
else think?
yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So how do you want to approach this? How do you guys go about doing this? And oh, by the way, Marcus is
Uh,
nearby, ready to pounce along with
yeah,
Talia, I'm sure.
yeah. I would
And
say
mhm,
it's the indignant intimidation kind of attitude, you
right.
know.
So I think Marcus would flank on the other side of where you're not.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm guessing Mr. Smuggler, you would be somewhere in there in that mix?
Yeah,
Corp.
I'm standing behind Anna, and I've got my hand on my pistol. Just kind of keep an eye out from anything from
Okay,
behind.
cool. So go ahead. They're all standing there like looking around like what's going on.
Um, I don't know how to phrase it well. Sorry. Um, does Hassan have the listening devices?
I think so.
Okay.
I do.
Hassan, would you like to like display to the crowd what we found, and then maybe I'll say, like, does anyone know who left these here? Like, do these belong to someone? Or I don't know if that's
How do you want to do that?
intimidating. I don't know if that's intimidating. I'm guessing, yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
take your time.
I would just try to get everybody's attention. I mean, so that I mean everyone's poised and our group anyway is looking around and trying to really hone in on the reactions of people. So
Okay.
um
So you,
then
how do you present
yeah,
it?
just like she said, I think that we would well, and then I would hold it out
And
and
Shala steps forward and her face is beet red, like angry. And she points at Jamelis and says, didn't I tell you to do a proper sweep of this place? And Jamelis like, I did, I swear. You and your extracurriculars. And she just all kinds of nasty, her incompetence, her stupidity. And she pulls out a short stick and pulls out a rod, ready to smack up on Gemalise for not doing her job properly.
I'm gonna stop her from doing that.
Mhm.
Can I use under communicate and focus, I can see deceit. Can I use that to sense deceit in others?
Yes.
Okay, I want to use a deceit and a truth together, so that's 11. Um,
Okay.
I want to roll to see if she's
It's
like
just,
deflecting.
and so you're using communicate, right?
Yes, communicate
I,
and
th-
truth.
I think Hassan can help with that.
yeah,
Oh
I can help
yeah.
with the communicate. So you can re-roll one.
So right now, I'm going to use a threat. It's going to be
Okay.
three to break into that. You're currently sitting in 8 momentum with the group. So you have one die. You have a single reroll of your dice pool. What would you like to do?
Would it be too much to use 3 momentum? What does the group think? Or should we just use 2 to get an extra
No,
die?
I think this is a critical juncture, and
And because you bring
That's what
that up,
that pool's there for. Yeah, use it up.
Yeah.
you still have a determination point that you haven't used, Miss Margrave.
Oh, I forgot about the determination
Yeah.
points.
Mhm.
Um,
That'll
could
give you
that,
an automatic. That's an automatic success.
oh, okay. So if I have an automatic success, then I think I still want to use
3.
3.
Okay.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
Okay. So that
Okay.
brings you down to 5 momentum. I'm down to 8 threat. Um, you have 3 successes to make. You have 1 already done, and you're rolling 3 dice with a reroll.
Okay. Starting the roll. I got a 17,
Okay.
got a 16,
Mm-mm.
I got a 6, but can I re-roll one of the 17s or 16s?
Correct.
Got stuck. There we go. 8.
8. So
Yay,
that's
good.
so your what is the base? You're using communicate, right?
Communicate in truth.
So I think you got your 3 successes.
Okay.
Yep.
Uh, is Shala lying?
She is being a little bit too over dramatic.
Are
Too
we?
playing it up a lot. Like there's too
Yeah.
much there.
So maybe call out somebody else directly and see what their reaction is. Like, what do you know about this? Who knows about this? And then kind of get away from her so that we can focus on other people's body language and
Marcus is going to stand in between her and Jamalis, like not letting her get caned here.
mm,
The let me go back to
I'll take a step toward Shala also.
okay. Um, Shakir looks nervous.
mm.
What do you guys do? What are you thinking over there, Corbin?
Not much, just waiting for something to happen.
I think Shakir looks guilty too.
Hmm.
Direct
Yeah.
attention at Shakir. Is that what you said?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Then
He's the one that
focusing on her.
the two
Okay.
girls have been eyeing and giving interest to, and Jamalis, like, hey, how you doing? When he walked in, but Shakira's looking, he's almost sweating, like, oh man.
So I mean, it's pretty clear to us then that those two are in it. So I'm gonna if I'm just trying to weed them out, and if I have to call each and every one of them out at a time, then I'll do so,
Okay,
and just try to do it that way, and then we'll set up for whatever's going to happen after that.
okay, let me see. The Mentat wants to step forward. She wants to use intense study. She wants to understand the truth. The truth is always revealed eventually. Hassan, yours
Mm.
is to communicate or let me see.
There's
Where's
subtle words that I don't
let me see something.
100%
Where's Hassan? There's Hassan.
understand.
Let's
Create
see.
a new, I don't know what the new trait is.
Well, it's when
Or
you
actually, I'm
Influence
sorry.
upon others' moods or thoughts. So some kind of influential discussion. I
yeah,
don't
but that's when
understand.
you're using a communicate test.
Which
When
is
you
what she's
yourself.
doing right now. She's
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
what
diplomacy and a
Yep.
communicate test. So
Yep.
yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
you can use your subtle words. You can, and when you buy one or more dice with spending, you can create a new trait for free upon the character you have spoken to, which reflects your influence upon their thoughts or mood. So that's going to give you, how does that work? I think what I'm going to rule is that it's just going to give you, it's going to knock down. So it's going to be a 3, but I'm going to knock it down to a 2 with that asset, kind of like what we do in Numenera. So it'll bring it down to a 2. And then
Okay.
what are you going to use with your communicate? What are you going to use?
Can I
Just
use two at the same time? Can I
well,
also,
it has to be a skill with a focus, which you're using now with diplomacy. And then
yeah,
one of the 3 up there, I'm thinking justice maybe
um,
or duty. It's your choice.
my place? I would do duty.
Duty. Okay, so we're looking at a 14. Um, two you need 2 successes. You already have one die.
You also have a
She
determination.
does. She absolutely does.
Where is that at? Determination.
Yeah.
It's just something, a point you get that you can use to make a success.
Now she does have to buy she does have to spend one momentum to create that trait to bring it down to a 2.
Yeah, what trait is she gonna create?
Um, maybe I don't
Is there
know.
a list of
No, it's whatever you
traits?
want. You can
Whatever
be,
you want.
yeah.
It's maybe the groundwork for other actions later. A trait can be used with a direct justification for how it's created to connect. Um, so maybe you create an asset
Hmm.
that basically you need to tell me the truth. A feeling like there's you're already caught, so you might as well just confess.
Okay. Okay.
Or even
Eh,
it'll go easier on you if you just confess, which may or may not be true. I don't know.
Okay. Um, so okay, so truth
Yeah. Hey,
yeah.
can I read this to you guys real quick? Intangible assets can represent the controlled spread of information, true or otherwise, which can help influence how the opposition actor reacts. You can create additional intangible assets to represent actions undertaken by active security, such as additional patrols or tighter procedures, blah, 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 blah. But I think with the first part, you get what you're doing with this asset, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
So I roll my 2.
So you're gonna spend momentum, so that'll give you 2
Mhm.
dice, and then you gonna use determination?
Yeah.
Okay, so you already have a success, and you're rolling 2 dice.
Okay, so I rolled a 3 and an 18.
Woo, that's a crit.
Okay.
You got a
Yep.
crit, so you guys get back a momentum to 5. And what is it that you're trying to get him to do now? I want to be specific with you. Just basically confess.
Yeah.
Confess. This is the Shakir guy.
Hmm.
And yeah, what do you know about this?
He points at her, the one with the baton, and says, "She's making us do it, or she'll turn us over to the Harkonnens."
And he's pointing to her, Shala.
Yep. And Shala just, he's lying.
So I will go over to Shala and grab her by the arm,
Okay, so let's do a battle test because she's
and
not gonna let you do it.
I'll
So
I'll take my knife to help me intimidate her.
okay, so battle, dirty fighting, pretty
Yep.
cool. And which one? What is it? Power?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Power comes at a knife's edge. Yep.
Yep. So that looks like a 15, right?
Yep.
This is 2. And let me see something. No, I'm not going to do it contested. You just have to meet your row.
Okay, and I need 2 successes, right?
Right. Right. And you're sitting on 5
And
momentum right now.
I'm going to use a determination to make 1 success.
Okay. Did you already use one earlier?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
she
got
got it
it
back.
back.
That's right. You
Remember,
did
I
get it
rolled
back.
a,
You
yep,
rolled a 5. That's right. And you can roll it
yep,
again, I think, right?
yep. As long as I use yeah, yeah.
So
If you use the determination, you can roll a 1 die 20 to see if you get it back. Okay. Oh,
Is
yeah,
that everybody or just you
just her.
specifically?
If she
it's my talent, one of my
Oh,
talents.
nice.
Yeah, she has to roll discipline by, let's see, after you spend a determination, roll a d20. If you roll equal to or under your discipline rating, she gets it back. Okay, cool. So right now you're at 4.
I rolled a 2 and a 6.
So we can just say you got your determination right back. You have a crit. You have her at the edge of your knife, and she just drops her baton and looks at all of you like she got caught. And Jamelia is on the ground now crying, distraught over everything that's happening and looking over at Shakir. And Amara goes, "Well, ain't this a bitch?"
Yeah, and I'll look
In her
at
own way of saying,
Marcus and Corbin and say, I think we need to detain this one.
Yep. At this point, I draw my pistol and I grab Shakir
And Shakir just throws his hands up.
Yeah.
and
Everybody
gather Shala
Mm-hmm.
and
Shakir. You guys take Japanese?
uh
No.
No?
no.
Okay.
What was he or she involved?
She was being accused of not doing a proper sweep.
Yeah, and I don't believe that.
Okay.
I believe that
Yeah,
she
I
was
didn't either.
made to no. No, because yeah, I think she's lying. Yeah, Shala was lying.
Well, Amara says, well, I guess we're gonna have to wait for that tour,
Yeah.
looking around at everything. And Marcus is like, you know,
Unfortunately,
yeah. So she looks Marcus looks at Amara and says, do you have a place where we can store these people? She goes, yeah, there's cells in the basement.
oh, perfect.
Yeah, you have prison cells in the basement?
Yes. We have
Like
to,
any good mansion.
I mean,
Is
it
this
is
a house?
it is a house. However, the Harkonnens, some things
That's
would,
true. Yeah,
Oh,
Harkonnens.
that's true.
Yeah.
Harkonnens. Yeah, that's
some,
probably where all their political enemies went
Yeah.
some things
till
were
they did something else to them.
wasn't always well. So nice job,
Okay.
guys. Nice job.
Yeah,
Really nice job.
we take him down to the cell.
Hmm. Lock them in there.
Yeah, lock him in there.
Marcus does the whole frisking thing and make sure they take everything,
Yeah, yeah.
Basically,
I would help them do that.
he leaves them in their skivvies and looks at Thalia and says, it's pretty aggressive. You go. And gives you a salute according to the oh Hassan's laughing. Gives you a salute, to your
Yeah,
to your talent and your skill.
yeah. As I close the cell door, I turn to Shala and I just say Harkonnen dog, and I just kind of give her a spit on her feet and
Ooh,
Disgusting.
Yeah, I'll like glance over at Marcus like, ooh,
Yeah,
never seen him do that before.
like she looks at her feet and it's whatever. Do whatever you're gonna do. And she's just defiant. Like she does not like you guys at all. And she sits down and crosses her arm, and then Shakir, he's over in the next cell over, and he's just like, look, I'll tell you everything, just let me go, let me go, let me go. He's trying to wheel and deal to get out of it.
who is Shakir?
Yeah.
he needs to be our ally.
Wow.
And again, he's
Let's
easily persuaded too.
Now
why don't we should
I'm
take
sorry.
him to another room. Separate the two.
Good. I'm curious, Margaret, do you go with them downstairs or do you stay up?
I follow them downstairs.
Okay, cool. Now, what was that, Corbin? You took him to another room?
Yeah. I
Mhm.
guess
Yeah,
Amara,
let's separate them pretty well. Yeah.
is there like an interrogation room?
Yes, absolutely. There's most definitely an old interrogation. It's
Okay, so
empty now, but there's there's a lot of interrogations that went on in there, and some just because the sons of Lord Harkonnen were enthusiastic in their interrogations.
okay. So yeah, let's take Shakir and I bring him into the interrogation room.
He walks in and he says, "What do you want to know? What do you want to know? I'll tell you anything."
Yeah, shut up, and I just push him down in the chair.
Oh, damn! Sits down. Uh, I'm cooperating.
Okay.
I'll follow him in. I like the sight of you, Corbin.
Well, these
Marcus
are
decides to stand outside in the hallway to guard. Hassan, what are you doing?
she's in the kitchen.
I think she needs to be rounding up the servants and reassuring them
I
they're not all getting fired.
Well,
I think my eyeballs are big. I'm like, nice.
Sharad decides to stay up with Amara and basically starts to do a question and answer with each of them, one at a
Oh,
time.
okay.
So she's going to
Yeah.
stay up there with Amara. Um, Lady Margrave, do you come into the interrogation with them?
I think I'm going to remain with Shala.
Okay, perfect. What do you start to ask these servants upstairs?
Oh, me?
Yes, Lady Margrave.
Um, the ones that seem innocent or we didn't find need to lock up, I think they should just resume whatever they were doing. I don't
Okay.
know, take the day off.
Okay. All right. So go do your job. And Amara just looks at you. She's like, I'm so sorry, madam. I thought we had vetted all of them. I
I
guess,
just nod.
and you know, Duke Leto's smarter than we thought he was. And she winks. So back into the room where Corbin Sparta kicked this guy into the chair.
Shakir,
Yeah, yeah, yes, yes.
tell us what you know.
Well, her oh man, her job was to kill all of you. My job was just to make sure the communications devices were where they were, and Jamilise, after she did the search, I kept her busy and distracted, and pushed her away. And by the way, we did change all the rooms accordingly. And I put the listening devices in the room.
So Shala is an assassin.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I figured
Marcus
as much.
Marcus holds up two knives and puts them in back in his belt.
Mm.
Be careful of those knives, Marcus. Make sure they're sheathed. They probably have poison on them,
Good looking out. Peace.
like mine does.
Yeah,
So she's just to
Um,
kill us.
she's
That was the ultimate mission. She's
I
just
I
gonna get rid
think
of.
so. I think so because she showed me the knife. She said she has her own work to do. And all I know is I was supposed to put those cameras and listening devices in your room. That's it.
so how many rooms, how many devices?
All of them.
The same thing, two in each room.
No, that one is because it's one of the beds Gesserits. You know. But as far as
Oh,
the rest of y'all, so just look at the lights, the one over the bed. You'll
And
find
who listens?
she did. In her room, she has a little communications device. She's able to shoot data over to the Harkonnens over in Karthik. And they're supposed to take that back with them when they leave the planet.
hmm.
Hmm.
I wonder if there's any
So,
way to use that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't yet know that we're on to them.
well,
So
you kind of turned them off. It tipped her. She just thought she's just so arrogant that she stuck around. She should have left. But that's her.
so do you work for Harkonnen, or are you just doing it what Shala told you to do?
I just, and he reaches into his shoe and he pulls out some Solari. It's like, all I had to do was put the cameras in there. Whatever happens after that happens.
So your
This is
loyalty
some,
was bought.
Yes, so apparently his loyalty can be bought.
and he's nodding enthusiastically. And then he stops and he realizes what he just nodded to.
Yeah.
So, um,
Um,
I'm,
don't they? I look at Corbin and say, isn't the punishment in the ancient ways on this planet is like having to go through the desert?
Yeah, I think basically we just feed them to the sand, so, to the worms.
no,
Oof.
don't do that. You know what? Put me in hard labor. Hard labor. That'd be good. I think that'd be good. He's smiling. You know what? Here, take the Solari. And he takes the other shoe off and pushes them towards you. And then you realize he's got fake soles on his shoes.
Oh.
No, just here, take them. Just hard labor. And he's smiling all, stupidly.
Mm.
Well, so I think that Our Lady Heart Margrave is in the position to make this judgment.
Yeah, but I think you're of little use to this house.
I think so too.
I could pound rocks.
You could what, sorry?
Pound rocks.
Pound rock.
Yeah, I'll
There's
pound
not there's
rocks.
probably not a lot of rock. Well, there probably is a fair bit of rock
There's
here.
a lot of rocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is a lot of rock here, but
There
I'll
is a
pound rocks.
lot of
Just give
rock
me a
in here.
hammer. I'll pound rocks.
We'll see what the lady wishes.
Yeah, treason is a capital
Yes.
punishment
Well, it's not treason, it's a business transaction.
in your eyes. In the eyes of the royalty, what you did was just commit treason.
Well, I'm technically not part of the house yet. So
No, but you
it's
work
just
for the house.
well, no, I'm a mercenary. Just pay me and I'll be okay. You know how it works, right, Corbin?
Don't bring that up.
What do you guys do for me?
Well, so go out and like lock him in this room and
Well,
go
let's maybe
upstairs.
switch.
Switch him,
Put him in the cell.
put
Maybe
him back
bring
upstairs.
Yeah.
Shara out.
Okay. All right.
Shala?
Yeah. What
Mm.
do you do with Shala?
Yeah, I think. What do you think,
No, I
Talia?
was gonna kind of just leave Shala because
Okay.
Okay.
I figure we know what she is.
All right. So you guys go back upstairs?
Yeah.
Marcus
Yeah.
says I'm gonna stay here.
Yes.
No
Okay.
Thank you.
surprises. Yeah. So goes upstairs. And you find I think Lady Margrave, you would still be in that talking to Amara maybe?
I thought I was in the other room with Shala. Um,
Oh,
I assumed we were gonna
I see.
interrogate her later, but I
I
didn't know.
see. So I guess when you guys come out, put Shakir in his room. Uh, Lady Margrave was over here with Shala. What are you doing with Shala? Are you questioning her? Are what would you be doing with her?
I think I'm just trying to like read her intentions. Would she be willing to talk to me, or like what's her attitude right now towards,
Her attitude is pure hate, pure anger.
yeah. Um, I think I want to ask her like why she has so much loyalty with the Harkonnens.
You think it's about the Harkonnens? It's about all of you off-worlders. None of you need to be here. You guys are soft. You could never survive in the forest. Not forest, duh, in the desert.
Sh
I was thinking,
Sh
yeah.
Yeah, in the desert. Like, wait,
Shala's
which game
Fremen?
am I playing? This Shala, she's just yelling, saying that you guys would never survive in the desert here. You're not of this world. You need to just leave and leave the spice to the people it belongs to and our worms.
Oh, sorry. Shala is Fremen?
Is she now?
Hmm.
Am I able to speak to Amara?
You want to go grab her?
Yes.
Okay. So you leave. You guys see Lady Margrave come away from her cell to go get Amara. What are you guys doing? And Hassan, what have you been doing? I'm sorry. Let me do this first.
I'm with Anna, and I think that just is
Okay.
place.
All right, cool. So you two go. Um, Tyler and Corbin, do you stay down here or do you go upstairs?
No, I'll stay down here and just kind of glare at Shala and
Okay. So you go upstairs and you grab Lady Amara. What do you ask of her?
I want to ask her what's customary on Arrakis if someone were to commit a crime like what Shala has. Like, is there some sort of law enforcement we can call in
We
to
take
deal with her?
You could do that. You could turn her into the authorities or we could just take her water.
Uh,
She's serious, straight up.
I think we should take her to some sort of authority. Well, then we don't know if the authorities are corrupt or how the authorities feel
Yeah, you
about
don't
us
really
yet.
know.
Or we could wait for Duke Leto.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
You're wise, Lady Anna. I think we're gonna the your people are good.
I bow. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Well, she bows in the customary Fremen and she says, may your water always keep you may your water always sate your thirst. Now, do you take her downstairs or do you just talk to her up here?
I don't see a need to take her downstairs.
Okay.
How does everyone else feel?
Oh, I think we have just a few days until the Duke comes, right? So
Yes.
5 days.
we don't have to keep them here too long.
Well,
Talia would, she's pretty much an assassin, so she would have no qualms in, taking their water. But if Lady Margrave feels we should wait for the Duke, then she'd be willing to do that.
So, Lady Amara excuses herself and says that she'll set up the tour for tomorrow if that's okay, ma'am.
Agreed.
And then bowing to you and then looking at Hassan, you know, bowing also and steps away.
Um,
Okay, so Lady Margrave, do you go back downstairs? Do you go to your room? What do you want to do?
Um,
I think
I'm gonna ask Hassan what they want to do because they're with me too, right? Are we
Yeah,
all together?
not right now.
yeah.
Now or excuse me, yeah, Talia and Corbin are downstairs in the cells, and then you and Hassan are up here in the grand foyer. And Amara just left away. I mean, just walked away.
I'm gonna
Why
turn. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I think I would go back upstairs with, since we have the two locked up,
And Marcus is here.
and tell her what, that we need to purge the bugs out of the rooms.
Okay. So as you're coming up, what were you going to say, Lady Margrave, about Hassan?
I was just gonna ask Hassan if he thinks we should go back down or if we should just leave it now. It doesn't seem like we're gonna get more information out of anybody.
yeah, I'm gonna smash these devices and then I think we're just on the way waiting for Leto.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything else. I can't think of anything else to do.
So Talia and Corbin comes up, communicates with Anna about all the different devices. Hassan's like, let's go. Hassan, chop.
Oh no, I'm still down there.
Oh, you're still down there? I apologize, Corbin. I'm sorry.
So how many more, or what's our momentum pool at right now?
4.
And you
Can,
still have a
And determination.
determination, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Can I communicate with Shala,
Hmm.
bartering,
Hmm. Now, this is
and
Talia left, right?
yeah, Talia was already upstairs with
Okay.
Anna.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're here with
So
Marcus.
communicate, bartering,
Marcus is nearby, by the way.
yeah,
Okay.
and let's see. I'm thinking truth, everything catches up to you in the end.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. So there'll be a 14
Okay.
and a communicate of 7. So if I think lower than a 7 is a crit. I'm going to okay before you so you need to know what I intend to do before you assign the difficulty, right?
Correct.
I'm going to turn her.
I see. You want to make her a double agent.
Yeah. So
Let's see. Subtle
using my
word.
subtle words.
You buy one or more dice. You may create a new trait. What trait? Oh, okay. This is one
Yeah.
of
You know
those.
what I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Um,
I'm gonna give her a new trait as
okay.
double agent.
Sounds like what is it? 14, right?
Yeah, 14 right now for me to
All right.
succeed.
So you're sitting on one die. You already got one success. It's going to be 3 because she's got to be hard to turn.
3.
Yeah. In fact, I'm going to make it 4 by spending threat.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey, we got 4 momentum left. Let's use it up. So you already have one success.
Wait, what that's using my determination?
Yes.
Okay.
So you have 3 more. You got to
So I have 1 dice. If I use 3 momentum, I get 2 more dice.
correct. Now, do you want to give me threat to give you another dice?
Mm,
Yeah, you can do that too,
I can
right?
do
Do
that
that
too,
too?
yeah.
Yeah. You can give me an XP.
Yeah. She could be useful as a double agent.
Yeah.
You know what?
I say do it. One
Yep.
shot. Who cares?
Yep.
All
Yep.
right. So
Yep.
I'm at 8 threat. Actually, no, I'm at 9 threat. So right now you're sitting on 4 dice.
Yep.
All right.
With one success already.
One success. So
Okay.
you need to
Four
hit
dice.
3 more successes.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Okay. Let's see here. 4. So that is already a crit.
All right. That's 2. So we're down to, yeah, we're 3 successes from.
7. That's
Ooh.
another crit.
Yep.
So that's 2 dice. 19.
Okay.
And oh, what is that? That's a 1.
That's a
1.
crit.
Is it?
Ooh,
That's a
Is
crit.
that's another crit?
That's a
that's
crit.
a crit. Yeah.
So that's 3 crit.
So you get back 3 momentum.
2, 4, 6.
You're back up to 4.
So that's yeah. So that's 6 successes,
Yeah.
and I needed 4. So I know
Wow.
I got 7 successes total,
Yeah.
and I needed 4. So yes, I got 3 back, 3 momentum back,
Yep. So you're back up to four
and I
momentum.
gave her the trait double agent.
How do
Wow,
you
he's got all
convince
the
her?
successes.
Yeah. How do you convince her? What do you tell her?
I say,
What's
okay, so
what's
this is
make
our
it easy for
communication.
her?
Yeah. So I look at her like I just with loathe in my eyes because I have this hate for Arconans just as much as she hates
Mm-hmm.
Atreides,
Mm-hmm.
and I just look at her and I say, you have no way out of this, right?
She just looks at you sideways.
It's death for you, whether it's a hanging or sending you out in the desert to take your water, feed you to the worm. Wh- Are you what is making you so loyal to Harkonnen? Is there is it all about the money?
It's all about killing all of you, get you all off world.
So it's about the foreigners, us as off-worlders.
Correct. And
Harkonnens are off-worlders too, right?
now you realize she's an albino.
Oh, that's why.
Hmm. So she doesn't have the normal red eyes,
Mm-hmm.
but now that you're actually spending time with her without all the clothes she has on, she's an albino. So she's probably a Fremen after all.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah. So you're trying to convince her to do what, sir?
Well, I want you to let's say
I,
maybe
I
not work for House Atreides because you don't like off-worlders.
mhm. But work for you?
Maybe let's say work for the yeah, work for me.
What is it in it for me besides my life?
Well, I can what is it about the off-worlders that you don't like?
They don't belong to this planet. They need to go home. What if so what if
You
I
know that some of us are willing to accept the Fremen culture. You do know that.
I don't? Now, I'm hearing your words. Can I kill Harkonnens?
Oh, for sure.
Give me that. Make sure that I don't wind up worm food, and I'll work for you.
I can I can agree to that. Yes, if you kill Harkonnens, I would be pleased.
So she stands up and she kneels down and puts her hand on her heart and stands up. Make sure Leto doesn't execute me.
I will talk to Leto.
Thank you. And she sits down cross-legged.
So but you're not doing it for money. It's just all about the hate for
It's not
off-worlders.
about the money.
Okay.
I mean, I get paid, but that's just to get them to not. But yeah, I'll kill some Harkonnens.
Okay.
I'll make them bleed. I'll make their water hit the sand.
No, that is pleasing to my ears.
And this is a cage. This is basically a caged animal, ready to strike.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Point
can
that
I trust
dagger
you
and
on
ready.
this?
Yeah, I think we can save my life and I'm yours.
Agreed. Okay.
Then I get to do what I want, which is, you know, make those Harkonnens bleed.
Harkonnens, but not Atreides.
Correct.
Okay.
Very well.
I will talk to Marcus about getting your blades back.
Marcus says after Leto. I'm not giving it to him now. Marcus
Don't.
is like he's just standing there listening to you. He's not stopping you. He's like, I'm not giving her anything until, you know, Duke says it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can talk to Duke. Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. Good job, man. It's a high five.
Yeah.
I want to give you a point of inspiration. That was really cool. And then four,
Yeah.
four success. That's pretty
Yeah. Well, I told you I was using the different dice.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
they always seem to
Yeah.
little roll for me, so it's good.
Um,
So it's
yeah, you can give it to him for his Monday night game, right?
yeah, really. There you go.
What's oh
So
yeah.
yeah. So that was fun, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Would you
like that.
that was a good end of this chapter because there's a lot of content I didn't get to.
So how does one shots work? I thought it was just one thing, one time kind of a thing.
I mean, it really depends. It could be anywhere from 3 to 4 hours, and it's just a small story. The whole point of these one shots is just to introduce a system outside of D&D to you, to give you something fun, like and sometimes even a setting like the Chult one that we're going to be doing, the 20, what is it, third?
Right, that Sunday.
That's just to introduce. Somebody wanted to do dinosaurs, and I'm like, there's dinosaurs in the realms. Let's do
Oh,
that. So
okay.
that's just a different setting, or a different part of the setting within Forgotten Realms. So that's what that is. But most of the time, it's new rule sets, new worlds, just to give people something different than D&D all the time.
Oh, okay.
And,
But can be more than one session.
it can be. I mean, I can schedule this for another month if you guys want to.
Oh no, I was just curious to as to because I've never done a one shot before, so I
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
sure how it worked.
Well, one shots are usually just one shot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Yeah, simple storyline that ends
so,
after,
I mean, but no,
you
this
know
was
how long it takes to get things done sometimes. So,
yeah. No, this was fun. I mean,
yeah, it was good.
Yeah, this was
Yeah,
nice.
no, I enjoyed it.
It's really
And
cool.
Yeah.
after having watched the the YouTube of
mhm,
those other people playing, it kind of opened up the world a little bit more to me, so I kind of knew what I wanted to do, sort of thing.
right.
So yeah,
What were you going to say, Miss Anna or Herpex?
Oh, I was just agreeing that it was really cool and like thanks for hosting this and thanks for doing this.
No, no
yeah. Thanks
problem.
for
No
joining
problem.
us.
By the way, you're an awesome player.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
are
don't
that
sell
was
an
yourself
fun.
short.
amazing player. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
I get kind of tongue-tied. I like you
Oh,
Uh,
guys have a
Oh, so do
more
I.
ability to role play.
well, you saw
So
me. I'm like saying forest. I'm like, wait, we're in the desert.
yeah,
No,
no,
don't take
that's
that. No,
okay though. None of us are, actors, so
professionals. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
No, good job.
Yeah, no, this was great. I really,
Yeah, no, I had a lot of fun.
and you can tell I'm enthusiastic about the system. This is so cool. It's, like, I don't know. There was just something so nice about the system. Like, I love D&D. That's obvious. I
Hmm.
love Dungeons and Dragons. But to have the freedom to create your own assets, as an example, to create your own
yeah,
success,
that's interesting. Yeah.
because like D&D is like I have to use this mechanic to reach this, and that's why I always tell me what you want to do, and we'll just see if it works. That's what this system is doing. It's already built in.
Hmm.
That's really exciting. That's really exciting about this. And it,
Yeah, the only limitation is your imagination,
yeah,
really.
and it's even, and I think Numenera does it a different way.
Yeah,
It tries to
Yeah.
do it a different way.
Mm.
This right off the bat, I got it. Like,
Yeah, this is easy to get. Yeah.
yeah.
this is really easy. And I know I made some mistakes. Like, I homebrewed something. Anytime you fight somebody, it's supposed to be a conflict and we're supposed to roll against each other. I didn't even do that. I just had you roll your battle. Done.
Hmm.
That way it's not like we're not comparing numbers. It's like just like Numenera. And somebody actually suggested that in a video. Do it this way, it'll smooth it out. So
Yeah,
I
Oh,
did that. So
what
that's
I
one thing
saw.
that's one thing I changed. What was that, Sonia?
I remember that video of his.
Mhm. Zach said that, yeah, Zach Coins. Um, and the and it's so deep. There's so many different things going on, so much subterfuge and espionage and all
Yeah.
kinds of. So
Yeah, I like this world, this setting. Yeah.
Hmm.
now, the plot points are in the story. They sure. The way it went, completely off the
Yeah.
rails. Like, and honestly, it was about going to see the harvester and then something
Yeah.
going to happen out there. But this was great because Sonia, remember when we played and Zach
Hmm.
told us we did something completely different than he expected?
Yeah.
So that's
I
another
mean,
thing.
isn't that how it goes though?
Yeah,
And they just
Yeah.
people just we just go wherever and
yeah,
you have a
Yeah.
total plan for us and we are just so far off that course.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but this was great.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Well, thank you very
Yeah.
much, guys. I will
Yeah.
have
Thank you for the free shot.
no problem. No problem. I'll be doing this next month. I'm gonna do Conan and Dragon Age. Be doing those two
Oh,
because
Dragon Age.
yeah,
Oh,
Conan and Dragon Age. Conan is I have to run those at Origins, and I want to be ready for I want to be ready for it. So I'll be offering those two one shots next
okay.
month. So anybody that wants to jump in, jump in. We'll have some fun.
Great.
Okay.
Well,
And then,
thank you, everybody.
yeah, and
Thank
finally,
Yeah.
you.
if there's an interest to run a Dune campaign, let me know. Plenty of content. So
Yeah, I'm running out of days.
I know. That's the problem.
Yeah.
well, I mean, obviously we have to make sure there's days available. So,
Yeah.
but and I do I have nothing on Wednesday night, and I have no, I'm sorry, I have an other of the week on Wednesday night, and Thursday I'm trying to get a game started, but there's nothing there right now. So those nights are available, and I know you guys have schedules, so
Hmm.
no pressure, no pressure.
Okay.
All right,
Okay. Well, thank
guys.
you, everybody.
Yep.
Gotta run.
Take
Yeah.
care.
Have a good night, guys.
Night.
Thank you.
All right.
Take care.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice meeting
See some of
everyone.
you.
You
You
Yeah.
too.
too.
Yeah. It was great to have you.
Right.